What up, everybody? It's the Rottweiler Patriots. I'm Vegas,
And I'm T-Bone.
and we're coming at you today with our first ever live stream of a live NFL football game, where today we are going to be doing play-by-play analysis and reaction for Sunday Night Football between the San Francisco 49ers and Dallas Cowboys. Kickoff is in just a few minutes here, so T-Bone, I want to get your thoughts about this game.
I'm really excited, Vegas. I really am. This is two very great teams going to clash against each other, and only one can win. Two teams enter, only one can leave with the win. I'm leaning San Fran on this one, but and continue their undefeated streak. But Dallas can make some moves. What are you thinking, Vegas?
Dallas coming off a really big win against New England last week, obviously. I'm a sad New England fan today, but I gotta pretend to be happy for the stream, so loving what we've seen from Dallas so far, minus the Arizona game. They always tend to have blips, but they've bounced back well. These are two teams that both have very good offenses and defenses. Both sides of the ball are very good. Great offensive lines, great wide receivers, great running backs. Everyone on their respective teams are among the top players out there, except for the quarterback position, but both quarterbacks are very solid guys who, at worst, don't lose you games. At their worst, they can manage the game well and get it to the guys who they need to get it to. They're not outstanding players like Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, but they're good players who won't make crucial mistakes. So this looks like a really interesting one. I think the coaching advantage definitely goes to San Francisco, but we're excited to see how this one goes. I think the 49ers have the advantage. Obviously, won the last two matchups between these teams in the playoffs. They do have a bit of a recent history, and it's been pretty one-sided in favor of San Francisco. I don't think that changes today, but I think we're in for a treat for a football game. So I am definitely excited to see what these two teams are able to do. It is also in San Francisco. They are the home team, and for future reference, all live streams will have the home team on the left side of the scoreboard and the away team on the right side of the scoreboard. So that's how we do it here. So,
yeah.
Yellow marker, if you see, look at the yellow marker on the score for San Francisco, that is a possession determiner. If I go ahead and do this, it means Dallas has the ball. If I do this, it means San Francisco has the ball. So obviously, it's just going to stick on San Francisco until we know who's actually getting the ball first. I'm always just by default going to slap it on the home team. So,
yeah.
And then once the game starts, we will display the box score. Obviously, can't do that yet because the game isn't going, but we will display offensive statistics. So that's how this one's going to go. Now, in terms of the game, what do you think is going to be the key to Dallas getting an upset victory? What do they have to do?
Well, really, defense. Defense and consistency on the offense. You don't have to have a great offense. You just have to have an offense that can move the chains at least 3 out of the 4 times. So you just need consistency on that. Not a lot of mistakes, and like you said, we got a lot of players that they're not Patrick Mahomes, you're not crazy good, but they are serviceable. They can do stuff. They're beyond serviceable. They can go above and beyond and lead a team to victory if absolutely necessary. And obviously defense, because stopping Christian McCaffrey is going to be a very, very important thing. He keeps scoring touchdowns. Currently, the record is Emmitt Smith with 14 straight touchdowns in games. Christian McCaffrey's at 13. So
I definitely agree that the run game is going to play a big role in this one. Dallas going to need to get Pollard going. Didn't have his best game against New England last week, but he didn't need to, as the Dallas defense obviously was dominant, and Dallas defense definitely going to need to put up the same kind of performance this week that they did last week against New England. Stopping Christian McCaffrey, I think, is going to be the key. If I'm the Cowboys, I'd rather Brock Purdy have to try to win this game, even though he's got Deebo Samuel and Brandon Ayuk and CMC at his service. I'd rather, if I'm Dallas, try to get Brock Purdy to try and win this game than let CMC try to win this game. So obviously, I think the run game is going to be huge. Micah Parsons definitely going to need to put a lot of pressure. It's going to be a tough game for both lines because both defensive lines are very good and have players who are at the top of their game, and Nick Bosa and Micah Parsons. And then on the other side, both teams have very good offensive lines. So the line battle is one that's going to be very entertaining this week. Absolutely excited for that as well. It'll be a real battle of the trenches.
Yep, it's going to be a rough and tough game. If we're predicting like it is, it's going to be a rough and tough game. I mean, I completely agree. Key to stop is Christian McCaffrey. He's just such an elite player, and that's not even knocking on Brock Purdy. He's not a bad player by any means. He's just not the main show, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine.
He doesn't need to be.
No, because the team is so good, and this team has had a bit of a recent rivalry, sort of an early rivalry too. In the early days in the NFL, it was Staubach and the 49ers, and then you've got Montana, and then it evolves into Aikman and Young. So it's starting to sort of take shape again. It has been very one-sided, but maybe this upset victory can start something again. And you love to see it. You love to see these, like, as just a football fan, you love to see these types of rivalries. Not in the same division, just teams that have got beef. It's fun. It's good.
I completely agree. I absolutely love that these two historic teams have had long-term success and long-term rivalries. I mean, they've been two of the biggest faces of the conference basically throughout the entire history of the league. And like you said, a lot of success for both in the 80s and 90s. Both have had all sorts of NFL legends. San Francisco having, in my opinion, the second greatest quarterback of all time behind the one and only Tom Brady. Joe Montana is number 2. His success was absolutely incredible and unheard of in the NFL at the time. So, I mean, this one's got the makings for a good one, though.
Completely agree. It's just, I'm excited because obviously you're Panthers and Patriots fans, but it goes beyond that. It goes to the enjoyment of the game of football. And last year I was in my room and I was watching the playoffs just because they were good football games. It's not I don't just tune out when it's Panthers. You love to see these types of games. And loving the uniforms. I know you have a lot of opinions on uniforms, Vegas, but I like the two uniforms that they got going on today.
Both teams have absolutely excellent wardrobes. Dallas has one of my favorite wardrobes in the league. So does San Francisco. Both teams looking sharp, and their uniform matchup is excellent. It is top tier. It might be the best matchup in the league. Like, their two uniforms go so well together. So, and yes, I am a bit of a uniform buff. I've done some designing in my spare time because I don't know, sports fashion in general interests me, but especially football fashion and NFL fashion. So I've done redesigns that I would like to see for a lot of teams, and I don't know, maybe I'll drop those someday. We'll see. But
oh yeah,
definitely an elite one.
Well, and another little thing before the game starts. I mean, I have always been a fan of the 49ers end zone art. That's always been cool to me. Just a little interesting little tidbit.
Oh yeah. I definitely agree. Design is always nice.
It can help a team. It can lead a team to victory. I know you've said this before, maybe not on camera, but look good, play good. Look good, feel good, play good.
Alrighty, here we go. Dallas kicking it off to San Francisco. So they'll get the ball first. It'll go out for a touchback, and San Fran will start with the ball on their own 25-yard line. You can see we've now got the box score on display. So, oh look, we got a couple of our friends in chat who are upset that we're not going to be playing video games with them tonight. Boo-hoo, guys. Hey, any feedback is good feedback. Any attention is good attention.
I completely agree.
Alrighty, so it's going to be first down and 10 here for San Francisco at their own 25. Brock Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. We're going to motion, pitch left side McCaffrey. And he's pulled down by his helmet. I don't think there was a face mask. Oh, they are going to throw a flag for one, it looks like. Pick up a 3 on the initial play. Probably going to get another 15. So an early mistake from Dallas, not what you want to see.
No, the defense needs to get it better. And you know they're better than this. Really? Face mask? I know it's Christian McCaffrey. You can do better than that. You can't let mistakes like that happen.
Definitely grabbed him by the inside of the face mask. That is a good call by the officials, and honestly, a pretty easy call as well.
Oh, yeah. No, completely agree. That's face mask through and through. No debate on that one.
So that'll bring up first down and 10 at the 43-yard line for San Francisco. Purdy in the backfield. McCaffrey to his left. Purdy snap, throw, over the middle, caught. Looks like by Ayuk, and he'll get about 9. Good job by Dallas to keep him short of the first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 1.
Solid catch, though.
Yeah, good throw by Purdy. San Francisco moving it early.
Oh, yes.
That should put them in Dallas territory, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Ball should be at the Dallas 48. Yeah, it'll be 2nd and inches here. Purdy lining up under center. McCaffrey in the backfield. Juszczyk drops in as a fullback I formation. Samuel motions right side. Purdy snaps, hands it off McCaffrey, and he's got a first down. Gain of about 2 or 3 up to the 45-yard line of Dallas.
Just moving the chains. That's all you need to do. Just simple moving the chains.
Doing their job.
Just guys doing work, man. Just guys playing the game.
So, first down, San Francisco. Let's see what they've got for us on this one. Purdy lining up in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. Juszczyk going to motion over to the left. Looking like zone from Dallas. Got another motion. Fakes the handoff to McCaffrey. Thrown. Caught by Ayuk for a first down. Nice throw. Right side. Pickup of about 11 or 12. We'll see where they spot it. But a great throw and a great grab by Brandon Ayuk.
That was a really great grab by Ayuk. I mean, you saw how he jumped, how he planted. Good work all around.
We saw they didn't see you.
And that handoff fake could have fooled me maybe.
Hey, good tackle on the edge there by the Dallas defender. Couldn't see who it was. But
just making sure that he can't get any more yards.
Solid tackle there. Already first down and 10 at the 33 for the 49ers. Juszczyk motions. Oh, we may have gotten an offsides on Dallas. We'll see. Purdy throws it underneath. Samuel caught. Fumble. Ball is out. We'll see what they rule, because it looked like it may have been an incompletion, and it also looks like it may have been an offsides on Dallas. They're ruling an incomplete pass on the field, so no fumble. I think that's the correct call based off of what I saw. We'll see what the penalty is. It definitely looked like, and it is going to be an offsides on Dallas, so San Fran's going to get a first and 5 at the 28. Parsons got a little jumpy there. Tried to time it, was a little early. Couldn't get himself back in time. Interesting decision by Purdy on a free play to throw it underneath pass. Maybe he didn't realize it was offsides. Or maybe the coverage was just good. So it'll be first and 5 now. Purdy under center. Juszczyk motions. Now he'll drop back into a fullback position. Purdy, snap, Throws, right side, cut by Samuel, and are they going to give him a first down? He may not have gotten the ball around before he got out of bounds.
It looked a little late to me, in my opinion, but who knows?
I think they're going to mark it. I think they're going to mark it short. I thought he was late on the reach too.
Okay,
so,
well, at least we're on the same page here. It's still, 9 yards, getting just working with what you can.
That was more of a pickup of 4 because it was 1st and 5. But you got 2nd down and 1 here. Should be pretty easy pickup. Purdy under center. Juszczyk in the fullback. McCaffrey behind him. Pitch to McCaffrey. He'll run right side. Good blocking in front. McCaffrey's got himself a first down. Down to about the 19-yard line. And so San Francisco in the red zone on their opening drive. Been a pretty good drive for them so far. Liking what we're seeing.
Oh, yeah. No, really not making a lot of mistakes. I mean, there was that potential fumble, but really just they got the offsides call. So they've been working well.
Yeah. Alrighty. So it'll be 1st down and 10. 6 plays, 56 yards so far for the 49ers on this drive, though. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his right. 3 receivers up top. Snap. Purdy drops back. Purdy's going to scramble, throw, looking end zone, and he's got a man! It's George Kittle! Touchdown, 49ers! Look
at that. Good work, Kittle. I have him on my fantasy team, so I am quite excited about that.
I have him on one of my fantasy teams, but they lost this week. Like, they got murdered, so it's not going to matter too much. Not been a good week for me in fantasy, unfortunately. Here you see
a good week for you in football.
No, goodness, no. NC State won yesterday, so that was nice. Good job by Purdy, able to evade the pressure and find Kittle while on the run for a touchdown. And good job with Kittle just sticking with his route, finding the open space in the end zone and making the play. Extra point is good for San Francisco, and so they'll score an opening drive touchdown. Ooh, we got a flag on the play.
Huh?
Let's see, what do we got here? If it's on the defense, do you consider going for 2 if you're San Francisco? So we'll take that point off there.
Shanahan's definitely not the type of guy to do that a lot, but he might, who knows?
We'll see. We're waiting on the call here. And it's going to be an offsides on Dallas, not a mistake you want to make.
No, they need to quit making these mistakes. Not saying that 49ers are cutting them to pieces, but certainly if Dallas wants to win, they need to step up.
Oh, yeah. It looks like San Francisco is going to accept the penalty, but they're going to enforce it on the kickoff, so the PAT will count, and it'll be 7-0 San Francisco after their first drive. So,
pretty acceptable way to go about it.
The broadcast is on commercial break, so I guess what did you like from San Francisco on that first drive?
Really, they were just, other than some slight mistakes by Debo on some movement, all that, solid work. They got a lot of people involved. They got Debo, they got Ayuk, they got McCaffrey, they got Kittle, they got a lot of fellas involved. And you love to see it. I love sharing the sugar, man. They are just doing what they need to do on offense. And when Dallas comes out, hopefully that defense does what it needs to do. Just really, they're not making mistakes, and they're playing well. They're playing efficiently. What about you, Vegas?
I mean, San Francisco pretty much did everything right there. They ran the ball well. They passed the ball well. Brock Purdy, 4 for 4 on that opening drive. Dallas defense gonna need to quit it with the penalties. 3 penalties on that drive. Obviously the face mask and then 2 offsides penalties, one of which is going to hurt them on this upcoming kickoff. So if you're Dallas's defense, you have to clean up those penalties. Those are not mistakes that you can be making if you want to win this football team. Now obviously Dallas's offense going to come out for the first time. They're going to need to bounce back. We'll see how they're able to do so. But defensively, it has to be better. You got to find ways to sap guys. And part of it also is opening drives often result in a lot of scores because you don't necessarily know what an offense is going to throw at you. We'll see how the defensive coaching staff is able to adjust how they defend on San Francisco's next drive. So
I completely agree. If Dallas wants to win, their defense needs to do better. It needs to channel it a little bit more. They just need to channel their earlier games. I get it's a better team, but still.
Hey, and speaking of rivalries we were talking about earlier, they're showing a video of the 1992 NFC Championship, which the Cowboys did win, and the 1993 NFC Championship, also which the Cowboys won.
Calling it the real Super Bowl, huh?
49ers won it in 1994, so like I said, we're talking about all of this. They have some history together in the playoffs, no less, so this is definitely one of the most exciting and historical rivalries.
It is. It is. Especially with the NFC.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. NFC 80s and 90s was loads of fun. As we'll get ready for the kickoff here, going to get blasted and out for a touchback. And so Dallas is going to start with the ball on their own 25-yard line. We'll see how they're able to respond to the 49ers' efficient offensive play on their first drive.
Mm-hmm. And 49ers defense is no joke either.
No. This is going to be a fun one, that's for sure. Alrighty. Dak Prescott lining up in the shotgun. Pollard to his left. 3 receivers up top. Pollard going to motion to the right side. Dak Prescott hands it off to Pollard, who will pick up only a yard. Excellent job by the 49ers defense to stuff him there.
Yeah, he stopped him right in his tracks.
Absolutely. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 9 from the 26-yard line. You can see really good job by Bosa off the edge there to get across and make the play. He's 3rd in the NFL in quarterback hits with 10. Only 1 sack, but still been very effective as a player. Prescott under center. Pollard the back. Fakes the handoff. Prescott looking, throwing. Missed his man. Overthrew.
And nothing. Wow.
And that is going to bring up 3rd down and 9. Tough throw for Prescott to make. Had to hit his man high because there was a defender in front, but still overthrew it and was honestly very close to a 49ers defender over the top who might have had a play on it had been just a little close to the ball. So 3rd down and 9. Dallas needs something here. Prescott on the shotgun. Pollard to his left. 3 receivers up top. Prescott drops back, looking, left side, throws, incomplete pass.
Nothing, wow.
And that's going to be a 3 and out to start the game for Dallas, and they're going to have to punt this ball away. Not an ideal start for the Cowboys at all.
No. Not much to commentate on. They need to get better on that passing, need to be more efficient. Need to channel in San Francisco a little more. Need to channel on that. Need to channel that offense a little more. But wow.
I definitely think the coaching and play calling difference is gonna be noticeable in this one, just because San Francisco's coaching staff is so much better. As Dallas will line up to punt.
It is on full display.
Booted away. Decent punt caught at the 22-yard line. He'll make a return, and it's quickly tackled at the 23. Great tackle there by Dallas. Goodwin looks like he made the play.
Good stuff. Well, when you need those plays on special teams, guys come up big. Some guys come up big and make those stops, even if it's just a tackle. That's a very crucial tackle. Stopping the returner right in his tracks. Good stuff.
Absolutely. We love to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So the 49ers will start with the ball on their own 23-yard line after the commercial break. Dallas, not a great first drive. What do you need to see them improve upon, both on offense and on defense? Start with the offense here.
Okay, well, big time importance. Efficiency on the offense. Really, you cannot just have some 3 and outs. You can't do that. Need to do a little bit better on the passing. I mean, I understand it's 49ers defense. You got Nick Bosa, Depoy, current holder. So but still, that does not change the fact that you need to be a little bit smarter. And like you said a little earlier, Vegas, coaching is on full display. I think coaching needs to adjust a little bit more. And maybe that's just Mike McCarthy and Dan Quinn, who I'm not big on. But you can see the difference. You can see the difference in the team. Defensive wise, they need to avoid those penalties, and maybe I know 49ers are playing efficiently, but just try and match that efficiency and just stop them from getting yards. I know Purdy's doing his best to just get a little yards here and there, which is great for him. But you can make stops. People keep talking about Defensive Player of the Year Parsons. Well, let's see it. Let's see it happen. What about you, Vegas?
Well, I definitely think you got to get pressure on Brock Purdy. You got to stop McCaffrey if you can. But, I mean, we saw on that touchdown play from San Francisco, Dallas got pressure, but Purdy just did a really good job avoiding the pressure, finding a hole in the pocket to roll out to the right and make a good throw to Kittle. So if you're going to get pressure, you can't let Kittle get open. You got to force Purdy to run it on his own or force him to throw into a bad situation or force him to throw it away. Now, in terms of the offense, Dallas receivers were not the most open. Dak is going to have to make some throws tonight if they can't get Pollard going. Pollard only one run for 1 yard. So, obviously, after that failed first down run, they went for 2 throws and didn't get them. Both times, Prescott missed his man. The second time, his man wasn't really that open. So,
I mean, going back to the 49ers real quick, I just thought of something with Kittle. Last year, where he had that amazing throw, and he juggled it and then held on to it. Kittle's no joke, dude.
No, he isn't. As Purdy hands it off to McCaffrey here, he'll go left side for a gain of 5 yards. And so it'll bring a 2nd down and 5. Good run by McCaffrey. And that's going to open up the playbook for the 49ers here on 2nd down.
Good stuff. And, I love seeing McCaffrey do well. It sucks that he's not doing well with the Panthers, but all the same, I love him doing well.
Alrighty, we got 2nd down and 5 here as Purdy lines up under center. Juszczyk and McCaffrey in the backfield in an eye. Juszczyk in a motion right side, pitch to McCaffrey to the right. He's going to be able to evade a defender and pick up 3 yards. Looked like he was going to go for a loss. Good job by McCaffrey turning it into a 3-yard gain, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2.
I'd like to see a little bit more, but good stuff. Getting a couple yards, that's what you need to do. That's what you need to do.
Considering it looked like I was going to go for a loss, it's a good job.
It did. He was able to make something out of nothing, really. I tell you what, I love that the 49ers got their fullback still. That's so great.
Yeah, they use Juszczyk very well. Already 3rd and 2, Purdy in the shotgun. No backs. Looks like a throw. Purdy steps, drop, tipped, incomplete pass. And so a 3 and out for Dallas. A big play there. It'll be 4th down and 2, and the 49ers are going to punt it away.
Good defensive plays by Dallas. This is exactly what they needed to do. And
excellent job. Oh, blocked it with his helmet.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Oh, yeah, looking at the punter with his old helmet. I'm amazed that helmet is still allowed just looking at the thing. You always love to see those. Ooh, Dallas maybe trying to time the snap or force a false start. Good patience from the 49ers as it's going to get kicked away. Fair caught at the 21-yard line, and that's where Dallas is going to start with it.
Not a bad punt. Not a bad punt. Solid enough.
Yeah, pretty solid punt there. So, excellent job by the Dallas defense to respond and force a 3 and out on the 49ers. Now their offense needs to do the same thing.
Yep. Hopefully Dak can get some crap together, because defense gets another break. Offense goes back onto the field because they didn't play that much. That's another thing to look out for. When one side of the team is on more than the other, you can see them getting gassed. You can see it happen.
Alrighty, so what do you need to see from Dallas's offense? Like, their defense made the right adjustments. What adjustments do you think Dallas is going to make? Obviously, I think you got to get Pollard going. I think he's going to be crucial to their game. They only attempted to run it with him once, and after he only got 1 yard, and then they're like, we'll try and throw it on 2nd down. And after an incomplete pass on second down, you kind of feel like you're forced to throw it on third down. So only one opportunity for Pollard there. The protection, or the coverage, excuse me, downfield was very good from the 49ers on that first drive. And they did a good job stopping the run. Like I said, Nick Bosa with a really nice play. You obviously are going to want to try and take Bosa out of the game. It was a run to the left. Bosa was on the right edge, and
smart men.
The right guard just kind of more blocked left and kind of let Bosa reign free. So maybe you want to see something a little bit different there, changing how you block Bosa off of that edge.
Yeah, I'd actually, I agree with that. I mean, I'm not, I guess as a Panthers fan, I'm really any O-line better than ours. But yeah, thinking about it, the blocking needs to be better. It really does. Just need to be a little bit more efficient passing from Dak. Not really his fault on some of that, but a little overthrow. And just need to get Pollard going a little bit.
Yeah. I wish this commercial break would end. It's definitely been a long one. There's also been a lot of commercial breaks early on here, so it looks like we're going to be back here in just a second. They're showing a video of people making bread in the stadium, so...
that looks good, though.
Ooh, yeah.
That looks tasty.
Ooh, they made bread logos. Oh, and it's football bread. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Alrighty, here we go. Dallas, first down and 10 at the 21-yard line. Dak in the shotgun. Pollard to his left snap. Dinks to Pollard, left side, and an excellent tackle as he's dropped for a loss of 2. San Fran's defense was all over it.
Nothing getting past the San Fran. You cannot pull that play because they are on you.
Greenlaw was tracking Pollard the whole way, went out there and made a play. So it's going to be 2nd and 12 for Dallas at their own 19-yard line. Dak in the shotgun, fakes the handoff to Pollard. Steps, throws over the middle, caught. CeeDee Lamb with the grab, and it'll be gain of about 8 or 9 yards. It'll be 3rd down and 3. Good job by Dallas to shorten the field for themselves, make it 3rd and more manageable after the loss.
Down, solid catch by Lamb for sure.
Alrighty, Prescott in the shotgun, Pollard to his right. Snap. Prescott looking under pressure, and he's dropped.
Nothing. Getting a whole lot of nothing out of that.
Bosa.
Look at Bosa move.
All over him.
Look at Baby Bear move. Or Small Bear, I should say.
Armstead also got a piece of him. It looks like they'll both get credit for a sack here. Excellent job by Bosa off the edge. Got around Prescott's hip, and Armstead came in from up top to finish the job. And it's going to be another 3 and out for Dallas, as it'll be 4th and 9 here. They'll set up to punt.
That's an upset Micah Parsons.
Oh, absolutely.
I'd be upset too.
Ball is booted away. Fair caught around the 30-yard line, and that is where San Francisco is going to take over. Excellent job by Bosa here.
It's two great defensive players, 2 great defenses, and that's another thing. You love to see these types of games because it puts on display what is coming up big with these. What part of the team is really the one to worry about? Because obviously you see these 2 top 5 teams and they both have great offenses and great defenses, but now with these games like this, Titan versus Titan, you can see which side of the ball is really what you need to worry about.
I absolutely. My concern early for Dallas here is their offense has gone 3 and out 2 times now, which means their defense has not gotten a ton of rest early on here. And if their defense gets gassed early because their offense can't stay on the field, that's going to be a concern for them going forward in this game.
Oh yeah, like I said earlier, it's scary, You need to be able to give adequate breaks to both players, both sides of the ball. Because you can't just rely on that defense, because that defense is gonna get gassed. It's good. How good is it? Not good enough to play the whole game. No side of the ball is. Two sides for a reason.
Absolutely. Complementary football wins you football games. And there's a reason that these two teams are among the top in the league, is because they both are great on all sides of the ball and play good complementary football. I mean, the 49ers have complementary football down to a T. So do the Eagles. Those are the two teams that really know how to play good football on both sides of the ball and have them complement each other. Like, that is what complementary football is, and even for a team as good as Dallas, it's going to be tough for them. It's definitely going to be harder for Dallas in this one than it is going to be for San Francisco, because San Francisco has the better players and the better coaching.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still a battle. Dallas have proven that they can battle this team, and they can battle anybody. So they're in a battle against the Eagles for that division. The Eagles, who improved to 5-0 today. The 49ers hoping to do that. Dallas would hate to fall 2 games behind this early in the season against the Eagles. That loss to Arizona is really hurting them right now.
Yeah, it's just they need to get their act together. They really do.
Alrighty, we're back here. Brock Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey just switched from left to right. Kittle and Juszczyk just motion right to left. Fakes the handoff to McCaffrey. Pressure here from Dallas, and Purdy goes down.
Good work on the defense.
Great pressure from Dallas, absolutely. And credit to Purdy for being able to kind of roll out to the left and make the loss a little bit less bad. If he had stayed still, he would have lost 6 yards, but he was able to make it only a loss of 2 or 3. Good awareness by Purdy in the pocket.
For the last pick in the draft last year, really good awareness, really coming to his own. Last year he wasn't bad, but this year he's looking good, if that makes sense.
2nd down and 12. He'll pitch it to Deebo Samuel, who'll run left side and pick up about 10 yards. So you've got 3rd and 2 coming up here. Good job by San Francisco making up for that big loss. We'll see if they're able to overcome a 3rd and 2 this go-round.
Hopefully. Or not, depending on who you want to win. I mean, I do have the 49ers predicting. I did predict the 49ers to win, but,
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm not rooting for San Francisco, because 1, I like them, and 2, I'm a Dallas hater, but I'm also a fan of good football. Oh, they gave him 11 yards, so it'll be 3rd down and 1 here. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. He'll hand it off to McCaffrey, who's able to fight for a 1st down.
Not much more than a 1st down, but a 1st down's all you need.
Barely got it. Dallas had a good stop, but unfortunately not quite enough to hold him behind the sticks. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the 49ers at the 40-yard line.
Yep.
Or they might give him the 41 here. They did give him the 41. I think that's a bit of a generous spot.
Well, a lot of different angles show a lot of different things. I'm not disagreeing, but just playing devil's advocate.
Alrighty, Purdy under center. McCaffrey behind him. Hands off to McCaffrey, who'll look left side. Gains about 4.5 yards or so. McCaffrey has been running pretty well today. 7 carries, 27 yards. Nothing long, but consistent and efficient has been the game for him.
Nothing bad either, though. Completely consistency. Consistency is where he's been, and I'm fine with that. I am all good with that. If you can consistently get me 5 yards on each play, heck, man, that gets you a 1st down.
Absolutely. Purdy in the shotgun. Looking, ball is tipped incomplete. Another good job by the Dallas defense to tip the pass, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Is that the same guy that tipped the last one? A lot of tipped passes. Good stuff, though. Good job on the defense.
Yes, excellent from Dallas. They have been getting some pressure. Purdy's done a relatively good job evading, but they've gotten pressure, which is one of the keys to the game for them. Obviously, you always want to get pressure, but against a team like this, you need to. McCaffrey motions out of the backfield out wide, so it'll be Purdy alone in the shotgun here on 3rd and 5. Takes a snap, drops back, looking, throws over the middle, incomplete pass. Good defense from Dallas. We have a flag on the play, though. He was looking for McCaffrey. We'll see what the penalty is.
That's interesting. I didn't see much, but maybe the refs see something that I didn't. Although, refs.
What we got? Oh, it's going to be offsides on Dallas.
You hate
and
to see
that
it.
is going to kill them. That is not what you want to see from the Cowboys. Another careless mistake, and yep, Jermaine Kearse was lined up offsides. That is such a big mistake from Dallas. They had gotten a stop that they needed on San Francisco, and instead of 4th down and getting the ball back, San Francisco now has themselves a first down in Dallas territory. As all 1st and 10 at the Dallas 49. Purdy in the shotgun. He'll hand it off here. Gain of 7. Good blocking up front.
Really is. I mean, solid blocking. Blocking is important. We talked about it earlier a little bit off camera. Blocking is something that is really underrated.
Yeah. I mean, Jordan Mason, who got that carry, having a good year so far. 5.7 yards per carry. Not getting a lot because of McCaffrey, but the blocking is clearly working well for him as he's in the backfield again. Purdy under center. We got a motion left. Purdy hands it off again to Mason, who is met with pressure from Dallas, but is able to push forward for about 2 yards, and so that'll bring down 3rd down and 1.
Okay.
As McCaffrey checks back in for Mason.
That's acceptable, But like you said, Mason's been not doing too bad. For a little backup, not bad. Or I shouldn't say backup, RB2. RB2, I'll say.
Good job by Parsons to shed the block, but
RB3.
couldn't make the tackle. Good job by Mason to evade there. Would have dropped him for a loss. So 3rd and 1, Purdy under center. Juszczyk going to motion from right to left. McCaffrey in the backfield. He'll fake the handoff to McCaffrey. Throw it to Kyle Juszczyk, who's got a first down and more. That'll be a gain of around 9 yards.
Juszczyk, loving it. I'm big on Juszczyk. I've been on Juszczyk. I love fullbacks though. Fullbacks and safeties, 2 underrated things that I love.
I absolutely love Kyle Juszczyk and fullbacks as well. I'm a fullback guy. I think they're a fun part of the game. And they're an underappreciated part of the game. I'm always for guys that are underappreciated. Like, I'm kind of a bit of a fan of special teams. Ooh, Kearse may have nicked the face mask there. Not sure if he fully grasped it or not, but they didn't call it, so would have been tough to see in real time.
Oh, yeah.
As Purdy in the shotgun. Oh, we got a flag here as the ball was snapped. And it's going to be a delay of game on San Francisco, so their first penalty of the day.
Right, and that is 8 first downs on San Fran and 0 on Dallas. Just a little stat for you.
Yep, so 1st down and 15 here for San Francisco. A little bit of a handicap for Dallas. Let's see if they're able to capitalize without shooting themselves in the foot. Purdy in the shotgun. Juszczyk to his left. Mason to his right. No, that's Samuel to his right. Purdy takes the pass. It's thrown. Tipped. Ooh. Very nearly a nice play by Brandon Ayuk.
You hate to see it. It
looked like Stephon Gilmore was able to make the play.
Hey, Gilly can still move. Even though he's 12 seasons in and his knees and ACL is just papers. And it's held together by toothpicks. He can still make those plays.
Oh yeah, Gilmore is definitely not in his Patriots form, but then again, no former Patriot is besides Tom Brady. So,
or until they go back to the Patriots.
Exactly. Can't wait to see J.C. Jackson win Defensive Player of the Year this year. The pass there was behind by Purdy as he'll take the shotgun snap here, throw over the middle, a little too high.
Nothing.
off the receiver's hands, but it was a tough play to make. Ronnie Bell couldn't haul it in. And so that'll bring down 3rd down and 15.
Good positioning for Dallas defense. Maybe they can get a 4th down, or San Fran get something nice. Who knows? But no one wants to be on 3rd and 15 except for defense.
That is a nice defensive play there.
Absolutely.
To pressure the receiver. Alrighty, we got another 2 players in the backfield. Kittle, this time a motion back out to the left side. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. He'll fake the throw, hand it off to McCaffrey, and he is immediately dropped for a big loss, and that may have just knocked the 49ers out of field goal range. He'll be knocked down at the 41. We'll see if they're going to send rookie kicker Jake Moody out. Let's take a look here at this play.
Yep. Really, I mean, good stuff on the defense so far.
Excellent job. Micah Parsons getting in there.
Really doing what he needs to do.
Who else is that? Fowler with a really nice job on that play, and the 49ers are going to elect to punt this one. So a big Dallas defensive play knocks him out of field goal range. This ball is punted and caught by the 49ers at the 5-yard line. And so that's where Dallas is going to take over deep in their own territory with 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Not ideal, but also defensive play coming in clutch so that they didn't bring out the kicker. They didn't do that.
Now, there's definitely going to be a question. I was not a fan of that play call there from the 49ers. I would have liked to see...
Really?
No. I get the idea of trying to run... I get the idea of... I'm not saying... I'm talking about the 3rd down play. I get the idea of, like, trying to run the ball there. Like, we'll try to maybe get a couple yards and make it an easier field goal. But the specific run play that they called, I was not a fan of.
Oh, Vegas, no, duh. Obviously, running on 3rd and 15 or not great. Not great at all.
I don't think you heard what I said, but that's fine. As Prescott hands it off to Pollard. Pressure, but he's able to escape. Oh, the ball fell out. The 49ers fell on it. Did the ball stay in bounds? They're saying it did, and they're saying it's 49ers football. Absolutely massive play for them. And another mistake from Dallas that you just can't see. Let's take a look at this one here. Oh, he knocked that ball out. Does the ball stay in bounds? Ooh, it's hard to see. It's hard to see.
That's under review. Under review for sure.
Excellent job there to punch it out.
That was a great punch.
Let's see. Let's look at this ball.
Love to see that.
The ball never went out of bounds. Was Givens out of bounds when he recovered it? Because if he was, I think the rule is that it would still be Dallas ball. This is going to be very close.
It's definitely going to be a close little play. I mean, God, that punch, man.
That ball while
another
loose
thing I like.
never went out. Thing.
I love that punch. Just a textbook what you need for the fumble. But that's what it goes down to. Was he out or was he in? That ball was in. That ball never left. But was he out?
They're going to really have to pause the frames on that one. That's not something that I'm able to do in my current position, but
yeah.
Still a tough one, as they will do a commercial break, which means this will be a bit of a longer review. But
I mean,
if this is a turnover, this is a big play for San Francisco, and it's really bad for Dallas.
Monumental. May decide the game. Nah, not yet.
It's early for that. It's definitely early for that, but momentum is everything in sports, especially football.
Little fun fact about Kyle Juszczyk. First Harvard alumnus to get a touchdown in a Super Bowl. Just a little fact there.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that Harvard is known for their football.
I'm sorry. Is that disrespect on Fitzmagic?
Oh, no disrespect on anybody. I'm just saying Harvard isn't known for their football, even if they occasionally produce NFL caliber players. They're usually known for their academics.
Oh yeah.
So, but it's always glad to see anybody doing well. At least likable people. And Kyle Juszczyk and Fitzmagic are both very likable people. I love Fitzmagic. He's so much fun. I don't even care that he was on all three of the teams in my division. I don't care. There's no hate towards him. He was on them when those teams were not good, and it wasn't even his fault. He wasn't that bad of a quarterback, but the teams were always bad. So I can't hate, you know. I respect guys. Like, I hate Josh Allen because he's a Buffalo Bill and he's doing well with the Bills, but I like him as a player and I highly respect him as a player. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh, completely agree. You know, and that's good. That's good that as a fan of football, you know, and as a fan of the Patriots, you're able to see that as a fan of football. It's nice. It's nice to put aside your division rivalries and just see a likable guy and like him for being likable.
Alrighty, so we've gotten the replay review back, and they have said that it will be a fumble recovered by the 49ers, and so that is a massive, massive play.
That's a big gain. That is a big gain. Good on the defense.
And so San Francisco going to start with the ball, around the 15, 16-yard line. Looked like it was recovered about halfway between those two hash marks. As the ball is thrown left screen to Deebo Samuel, and he'll gain about 6 yards. They put the ball in the 16. They spotted the ball at the 16, so he'll get to the 10. It'll bring up 2nd and 4 as the clock continues to roll here. We'll see if we'll get another play in before the end of the quarter.
A player going to the second quarter. Just really depends.
Clock ticking here. 49ers being real slow about it. Total yards, 98 for San Francisco, only 6 for Dallas. Time of possession, 12 minutes for the 49ers, 2:51 for Dallas. Purdy in the shotgun, and they're not going to snap this football. So that will be the end of the first quarter. We'll head to quarter 2. San Francisco 7, Dallas 0. So
I want to get your thoughts on the game, just so far in total.
Well, in total, both defenses have stepped up big time. San Francisco's offense was rolling on their first drive and made some good plays, got an early touchdown, and the Dallas defense made some mistakes, got some bad penalties, but ever since then, they've held up well, and they've made the plays that they have needed to play. Whereas San Francisco have just been lights out on defense. Dallas has not gotten a first down yet. Only 6 total yards on offense, and they have already generated a turnover deep in Dallas territory to set their offense up here for an opportunity to expand their lead. Even a field goal makes it a 2-score game. Obviously, San Francisco not going to be satisfied with one, but points are always points, and they make a difference, especially in games between two good teams like this. What are your thoughts on the first quarter so far?
I mean, I agree. I really do. Defense was not stepping up in the first little bit, and the offense was being efficient. And then after that first drive, and Cowboys didn't do much of their offense, both defenses have stepped up big. San Fran has not let the Cowboys move an inch. And the poor defense is trying their best to not make San Fran get any more points. So this is really a defensive battle right now. So and that may be a little boring for some people, and even for me, I'll admit, you know, I'm a big offensive lover, but I've grown to appreciate the aspect of defense much more, you know, from when I was a kid to now, for sure.
Offense is always and forever going to be more entertaining to watch, but I am a sucker for good football, whether it is on the offense, whether it is on the defense. You know, defense doesn't get a lot of appreciation and this isn't just a football trend. This is in sports in general. Defense is not getting a lot of love, and it always feels like defense is trying to get reduced and taken out of the game more. I mean, baseball made some rule changes to increase offense recently.
Yep.
And that's just beyond this. I'm more talking about like the shift rule and stuff, but like baseball has definitely wanted more offense. And I don't hate the shift rule. I understand why they did it, but NFL obviously made a lot of rules, especially like when it comes to like protecting the quarterback, penalty calls and whatnot, where it's just made it easier for the offense to operate and tougher for the defense to operate. And the big thing with the NFL is not only the rules, but the complete and total inconsistency with the way the rules are called. As we're back here, San Francisco 2nd and 4 at the 10-yard line. Handoff to McCaffrey from Purdy. And McCaffrey going to barrel forward to the 1-yard line. The ball might be out.
Oh,
Dallas
wow.
are saying they have it. What's going to be the call here?
Back-to-back fumbles? Not really back-to-back, but I mean, fumbles so recently? Oh,
Let's
wow.
see.
That's a pile. That is a pile.
Still no call yet.
Nope.
Dallas are saying they have it. And Dallas football! Big-time play by the Dallas Cowboys defense. They generate a turnover and are able to prevent the 49ers from taking advantage on their turnover. So the Dallas defense, again, steps up big when they are needed. Let's take a look here. Was he down?
No.
The Dallas defender is under him. Knee never touches the ground. That ball is out, and that is excellent play by Lewis. He makes the tackle, forces the fumble, and recovers it all in one single motion. Spectacular play by him, and he has just gotten his team back into this game early on here. A huge, huge play. Let's see if their offense is able to turn it into something. They haven't had very much success so far in this one.
Nope. Very, very deep in the end zone, but really, it's you get something. It's something. It's something to start. It is something to start. And that's great. That's a great defensive play. That's just what they needed to just get started.
Absolutely. Both defenses making great plays, generating turnovers. That plays, that's not even McCaffrey's fault. McCaffrey did what he needed to. That's just excellent, excellent defenses. Prescott at the
I'm glad we agree.
Prescott, ball placed to the 2-yard line, lined up in the shotgun. Pollard to his left. Prescott fakes the handoff to Pollard, looking, throwing, deep downfield. He's got a man one-on-one. Great tip by the defensive player. And it'll be an incomplete pass. Excellent job by Ward to knock that ball away.
Ward's been coming in big. Not a lot of stats, but he's been getting pressure on the receivers.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at this one.
I'm glad we agree that wasn't McCaffrey's fault. Just a little thing there, because it really wasn't.
No, that's just great defense. And great, like I said, great defense there by Ward, too. That ball had not been so close to the sideline. He may have had an opportunity, an interception, as we 2nd down and 10. Dak fakes the handoff again, throws. This time it's caught left side. Gain of 8.
Good little catch. I like that.
Excellent job by, looks like Michael Gallup, who was the target on the previous throw. So it'll bring up 3rd down and 2 at the 10-yard line. Let's see if Dallas can get their first down of the day. They really need it here.
It'd be very nice.
Prescott in the shotgun. Pollard to his left. Prescott takes a snap. Looking. Pump fake. Still looking. Pump fakes again. Can't get it off, and he is dropped for a sack at the 4-yard line.
Good Lord, they are addicted to staying down at this goal line. Good golly.
Excellent job by Warner on the sack. Great coverage downfield. Overall, good pressure here from the 49ers, and Warner is able to get in there and drag Dak down. Dak does the pump fake. Warner goes to block it, but still sticks with Prescott, and so now it'll be 4th and 8, and it's going to be punted out the back of the end zone. Solid punt, going to be fielded at the 48-yard line of San Francisco, and he's running straight sideways, looking for a window forward, has one, and going to barrel forward to the Dallas 38-yard line, so a good return there for McLeod. And San Francisco going to take over with really good field position.
Great field position. Well, not great, but great positioning from where they went.
Yeah, we'll see if their offense is able to capitalize. Dallas's defense has had their work cut out for them, and quite frankly, all things considered, they've been up for the challenge. The Dallas offense has to figure out some way of getting going. Pollard has only been given the ball twice, 2 carries for 5 yards. As Purdy will hand this one off to McCaffrey, who'll do a reverse, and then it's back to Purdy, who throws and has George Kittle open down the sideline. Touchdown, 49ers! What a play! Do a fake double reverse flea flicker. Something similar to what we saw the Lions do earlier today, and it's going to be a one-play, 38-yard, 10-second scoring drive for the San Francisco 49ers, as George Kittle's got his second of the day.
And that's good for me in fantasy, and also just good for me because I love seeing Kittle's such a likable guy. You just love to see it, and that was also another thing. I really don't know what classifies as a trick play or not, but that was trickery. That was trickery indeed. Hickory dickory, we got some trickery.
I absolutely love that phrase, but yes, I would definitely categorize that as a trick play. As San Francisco lines up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is good. And so it'll be 14-0 here early on in the second quarter. San Francisco over Dallas.
Yeah. Kittle on both touchdowns. Good stuff.
Absolutely. Let's take a look at my fantasy really quickly.
Hey, man. I don't blame you.
Because so here's the thing. The game that I thought, the team that I thought Kittle was on, I screwed up. This is a game that's actually like really, really close, so I actually need him to do really well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's already got me 19.7 points. I'm currently down by 7, and he's got Debo. He's got Debo right now, and then he's only got Jordan Love left. I have Romeo Doubs and Josh Jacobs tomorrow. So, Evan McPherson got him 12 points. Meanwhile, my kicker's on the bye. That's lovely.
Yep.
Okay, so what Dallas's offense, nothing going for him right now. San Francisco's defense generating a lot of pressure, and their coverage downfield is really good. What does Dallas have to do if they're going to get themselves out of this one?
If I'm being completely honest, just involve Pollard more and get better throwing and offensive plays. They need something. They don't even have a first down yet, Vegas. You know how abysmal that is? That's Carolina Panthers level bad. Obviously they aren't the Panthers, but the level of play is not the same, just, Yeah.
It's kind of like the New England Patriots. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
just two great football teams. I promise you, we're really great. I swear.
Yeah, we're definitely not holders of picks number 1 and 3 in the draft right now or anything like that.
Yep.
Nope. No.
Not at all. But no, really, you need more offensive plays. You do, because the defense is going to keep getting gassed. You can't just. It's not the defense's fault. I mean, you're allowing 2 touchdowns. I understand that, but it's the defense is getting gassed. You can't blame it all on the defense. They're trying their best, man.
The defense has done everything right, in my opinion. They've been on the field for basically the entire game. I think Dallas's time of possession is 4 minutes at the maximum.
Yep.
Dallas needs to get Pollard involved, but I also think they need to figure out the quick passing game a little bit better as it's kicked off here, going to be returned, and he's brought down at about the 22, 23-yard line. We'll see their spot. Ooh, some extracurriculars after the play, and of course, as the extracurriculars start happening, they're going to give us a really weird graphic of Dak Prescott, just reasons.
Look.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Cowboy Prescott. Look at that. How lovely.
I don't even know, too. I think they're talking about... I don't know, they're showing his stats, but they're also, I think, giving some from San Fran. I don't know. I was laughing too hard at the graphic itself to actually see what the stats were. As Dallas will start with it at their own 22, Prescott under center, Pollard in the backfield.
Yep.
San Fran showing pressure. We'll see what they bring. Rush 4, handoff Pollard, looking. He's got 3 yards on that play. So it'll be 2nd down and 7. His 3rd carry of the day. So, not
great.
Not what you want to see.
Not great. Hopefully they can start to just cook a little bit more and just start sharing the sugar, getting Pollard involved more, and just more offensive plays, but as of now, that's not happening.
Nope, and now we've got an injured Cowboy on the play. It looks like an offensive lineman.
Oh yeah, that's big enough to be a lineman. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at 63. It's Biadz, who I think is he's the center. So they showed a new center taking snaps with Prescott, and that did not look good at all. His leg kind of got knocked at an awkward ankle. It looked like one of those injuries that offensive linemen always get where someone just falls on their leg from the side while they're shifting sideways and bends it at an awkward angle. Not what you want to see. And you can see the backup checking in, and his teammates are giving him some love, cheering him up, getting him going. It's Brock Hoffman, his 2nd season. He has played in 8 games, only 1 start.
Yep.
As Biadez is going to have to come off the field. He is walking under his own weight, which is going to be good news. But still a concern, especially against this 49ers rush. Hoffman is going to have his work cut out for him here. Yep. 2nd down and 7 for Dallas.
Injury is injury, whether it's bad or good. Bad or not as bad, I should say.
Prescott hands it off on the sweep. This will go right side. It'll be close to a 1st down for Brandon Cooks. They're going to mark him just a hair short. It'll be 3rd and inches. So we'll see if Dallas can get their first down of the day.
Yep.
I'm honestly just going for a sneak here. I think that's all you should need, even with Hoffman at center, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. Prescott going to push forward, and the Cowboys have gotten their first down of the day with 12 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. Finally.
I was going to say, only quarter 2. Nothing too cool. Only quarter 2. Nothing too bad, obviously.
Excellent job by Prescott on the sneak to find the hole and get the yards. 9 first downs for the 49ers, only 1 for Dallas. As Prescott in the shotgun, back to his right, he'll hand it off. Ooh, able to spin out of a tackle and pick up 4 or 5 yards. Looked like he was going to be dropped for a loss of 2. Dowdle. I don't know how that's pronounced.
That's a weird pronunciation.
Yeah. We'll say Dowdle. Oh, well. It looked like he was going to get dropped for a loss, but instead breaks a tackle and picks up 5 yards. As it'll bring up 2nd and 5. Prescott on the shotgun. Pollard to his left. You can see they're running the ball more. Prescott snap, rolls right, immediately throws right side, caught by Cooks for a 1st down.
You'd love to see it. Another little wide receiver addition. I'm loving the Brandon Cooks addition. Just something to help aid them with their receiver core. Not that their receiving core is bad. They just a little bit more help. I mean, I know they picked up T.Y. last year. T.Y. Hilton. That's a name I haven't heard in a hot minute. He got released, I believe, but Brandon Cooks is solid. He played on like 6 teams now. It's crazy.
Alrighty, Prescott in the shotgun here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Pollard to his right. Snaps, drops back over the middle for Pollard. This will pick up about 3, maybe 4 yards. We'll see where they give him the spot. He got knocked back a little bit on the tackle.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down as they are getting close to midfield. They have not sniffed San Francisco territory yet today. So we'll see.
Nope.
Pollard just slipped in a little hole and turned around. Ball getting out quick.
Oop.
Pressure was on its way, so it'll be 2nd down and 7. They only gave him 3. As Prescott, under center, pitches it left side. Pollard, and he's going to get swarmed for a loss of 1. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 8.
Oh, yeah. Really, when it comes to Pollard running, it's not been great looking. He's got a couple yards, but the defense has been doing well, really just sticking them, just keeping them from getting much.
Yeah, the pressure has been all over it as Tashawn Gibson Sr. was able to make the play there. It'll be 3rd down and a long 7. Prescott in the shotgun. Dowdle to his left. Prescott trying to get the snap off. As the play clock winds down, he does. Looking. Thrown. Caught! 1st down! And a lot more. Deep into Dallas territory is Ferguson. I think he'll get knocked out at about the 26-yard line. That is a great play for the Cowboys.
That's exactly what they needed to do. That might just be what they need to do to get started, because it's still a winnable game. They still have a game.
That is an excellent route. Good throw by Prescott.
That is. It's quite solid. I know I was hating on him a little bit, but
I was wrong about the 26. It's the 32. Lost track of the 5-yard markers as Prescott drops back, looking. Good protection. Throws over the middle to Dowdle, who takes a shot.
Yep.
And did they rule this incomplete? San Francisco say it was. We'll see. We didn't have the right angle for it. Greenlaw with a nice hit. He's had a good start to the game so far. Dowdle just slipped up.
Has.
Prescott threw it underneath. That's a tough angle to see. He bobbled it there. Ooh, I think that's incomplete, and they do rule it incomplete, so it'll be 2nd down and 10 here for the Cowboys.
I don't know how they feel about that play call, or about that ruling, I should say.
It was. I thought it was incomplete. Prescott in the shotgun fakes the handoff to Pollard, throws left side, cut by Lamb, and he gets maybe 5. We'll see where they spot it, but that'll bring up 3rd and medium regardless. Steve Wilkes, 49ers defensive coordinator, done a good job today. We thought he should have gotten the head coaching job for the Panthers, and so far those thoughts have been vindicated.
Yeah.
They'll give him 6 yards on that play. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for the Cowboys here. A 1st down would go a long way. A touchdown itself would go a long way. We'll see how aggressive they want to be if put in a 4th down situation here. It'll be 4th. It'll be 3rd and more like 5, really. They mark it. They say 4, but it looks like 5. Prescott looking. Got a man. End zone. Cut. Touchdown. Dallas.
Turpin.
What a play by Turpin. And
USFL
Dallas are on the board.
Look at that. USFL MVP, and now he's getting his chance in the NFL. He was a returner last year, and now he's getting his chance on the field. You love to see it. And on the kick, you've got Brandon Aubrey, former soccer player and USFL Birmingham Stallions 2-time champ and kicker.
Absolutely. So. What a route. What a throw by Dak Prescott. A little under pressure. And what a catch by Turpin over the shoulder. Hauls it in, both feet inbounds. And a touchdown for the Cowboys as they line up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick right down the middle. And we got ourselves a football game, ladies and gentlemen. San Francisco 14. Dallas 7. Excellent job by the Cowboys on this drive.
It really is. I mean, and excellent footwork on Turpin. He was a little when he got the ball, he was a little bit shaky on it, but he was able to hold on to it and was able to fall into the end zone. It was great. Not really falling into the end zone. He was running in the end zone, but it's just good stuff. It really as a Birmingham Stallions fan, you love to see your players doing well. That's right. I'm also a fan of the USFL. I don't tell you everything.
Oh yeah, we're both USFL guys. I know we like the USFL more than the XFL. We're kind of glad that they're merging. We both ended up with like picking the same teams out of pure coincidence. I was like, oh, USFL starting. Ooh, the Birmingham Stallions. I'll go with that team. They look like a cool team. And then when I asked him like, hey, USFL, how you doing? He's like, who are you looking at? Oh, Birmingham Stallions. Oh, me too. And the exact same thing happened with the St. Louis Battlehawks of the XFL.
Darn right.
And we will be fans of both teams going forward in the merged league, because I'm assuming that those two teams are keepers because they're kind of staples of both leagues.
Absolutely should.
Now, if the two teams ever play, I think I got to go with Birmingham.
I do too. I love McCarron. I love, and I think he is coming back to Battlehawks. I'm not sure, but you got to go with the Birmingham Stallions. I mean, just it's elite. And by the way, son of famous head coach from State is the head coach of the Stallions. So greatness runs in the family, don't it?
Absolutely. You love to see it,
baby.
And you love to see Dallas on this drive. They adjusted really, really well.
Great
on
adjustment.
Offense. Able to get the running game a little bit more. Obviously, had to work with it. Cooks with a nice run. Dowdle with a nice run. Pollard with a couple of nice runs, but got stuffed a couple of times on good defensive plays by the 49ers. Like, the run struggles aren't even on Dallas. It's more 49ers being good.
Yep.
More than Dallas being bad. So...
Yes.
But they did get the running game involved a little bit more. And that opened up a little bit more. The ball was getting out a little bit quicker from Prescott. He was hitting his throws a little better. Receivers were also getting a little bit more open. A lot of little things got better on that drive for Dallas, and it contributed overall to a good drive that led to a touchdown. So full credit to Dallas for fighting their way down and putting points on the board as they get ready to kick it off here to San Francisco, hoping their defense is able to get another big stop. San Fran will let it out for a touchback, and they'll start with it at the 25-yard line.
Yep. Just really, it's exactly what Dallas needed. I'm just thinking back to that great play.
Absolutely. Do you want another real kicker in the fantasy for me?
Tell me, Vegas. Let me in.
I started Philly defense. Do you want to know who my backup was?
Who?
New Orleans defense.
Wow.
That was me being a delusional Patriots fan.
Quick, write that down. Vegas called himself a delusional Patriots fan.
Purdy shotgun snap over the middle, caught by Ayuk, pick up a 15 and a first down. Good start to the drive for the 49ers here.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. It's a solid catch, solid gain.
This is not a team that I need losing. They're 2-2 right now, and they were projected number 1 overall to start the season, but kind of middle of the pack right now, and I'd like to try to punch my way to the top if I can. So this is my luck with this team has been not good, unfortunately. So, of course, Jefferson gets hurt.
Yeah. I believe.
Of course, I finally started the right quarterback this week as Purdy shotgun handoff to McCaffrey, pick up about 6 or 7 up the middle. Good job by the 49ers offensive line on the blocking. It's been very efficient for them today. Dallas needs to slow down this run game. McCaffrey's had himself a pretty solid night. 10 carries, 36 yards. Debo's got 2 carries for 17. Jordan Mason got 2 carries for 9. Overall, it's been pretty good. 4.4 yards per carry cumulative as a team, and that is not a bad stat line, especially against this defense.
No, not at all.
Purdy under center, Juszczyk and McCaffrey in the I formation. Debo motions to the right, fakes the handoff. Purdy looking down the field and incomplete. Is there an argument for intentional grounding here? Is there there might be an argument for intentional grounding. I don't think there was a 49er in the area. We'll see what they call.
See what happens. We'll see what happens.
They are saying that Purdy was outside of the pocket, and I don't know about that. I do not know about that. Let's see.
Like it's in the pocket.
Alrighty, let's see.
Pocket.
Drops back. Steps. Ooh. That's close. I think he was just barely out of the box, though. I think that is the right call upon review. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 here. Purdy in the backfield. He'll motion McCaffrey to an interesting position on the right side. He's lined up way back, but in the slot position. Throw over the middle, and it's broken up. Looking for McCaffrey. A flag in the secondary, and this is looking... The way Dallas players are reacting, it looked like it's going to be on them, but I didn't see anything that looked like it warranted a penalty. We'll see what they call, and then we'll obviously get a look at the replay.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't see anything really egregious happening, so I guess it's up to the refs. You know how much I really don't like the refs, though. Not as much as umpires, though. As much as I'm not into baseball, umpires suck.
So it looks like they're calling 2 fouls, unnecessary roughness on Curse, and unsportsmanlike conduct. I didn't get the number.
Huh.
Curse didn't do anything. Wilson definitely came in with a hard hit. Honestly, that's probably the right call.
Yeah.
For the unnecessary roughness. It should be on Wilson, not Curse. I did not see the unsportsmanlike conduct after the play, but definitely...
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that unsportsmanlike conduct. You know how...
If that was on Wilson for, like, the little dink, I don't know, but another big penalty hurting Dallas on the defensive side of the ball. They have to cut those if they want to win this. As Purdy takes it shotgun pitch to McCaffrey, and he's dropped for a loss of 2. Excellent job by Dallas's defense.
Dallas is doing
as
great.
As Vander Esch is able to make the play.
Despite what's been happening, I mean, Dallas defense is coming in big. They're trying their hardest, and they have shaken up the 49ers. I'll tell you that much.
They've made some good plays. They just have to get out of their own way with those penalties.
Yeah,
they're killing themselves with those.
They're piling up. They really are. They are piling up.
Alrighty, 2nd and 12 here. Purdy in the shotgun. McCaffrey to his left. Pressure from Dallas. He's able to get it off to McCaffrey. He's able to run it. Good run.
Move,
Still going. McCaffrey going, and he's finally brought down at the 21-yard line. Excellent job by Purdy to see the pressure, get it to McCaffrey, and great job by McCaffrey to work his way down to the 21-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for San Francisco. Excellent by Dallas. Dallas, all sorts of pressure in. It looked like it was a designed screen to McCaffrey, which is why they were able to get that pressure in. But good job by Purdy, good composure, just able to dump it off to his man, and McCaffrey able to barrel forward.
Good on both.
For a
good
first
on
down.
Both ends, really.
They spotted him at the 22-yard line. Purdy under center, hands it off to, what is that? That's going to be Jordan Mason with the ball.
That's what it is. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Me and you both. Vegas,
Still learning the numbers. It's never easy when the backups get it, who you don't see that often. You never hear them talked about. Good run by Mason. Though looked like he got about 8 on the play.
Good stuff. Both backs are doing what they need to do. McCaffrey's had a little bit of a slow start, but still, I mean, if a slow start is like 34 rushing yards, 19 receiving yards, all in all, not too awful.
Yeah. As Mason will get the ball here, run up the middle, pick up a 4, and that'll be a 1st down for San Francisco, who are moving it well on this drive after a crucial penalty hurt Dallas after they thought they'd gotten a stop.
Those penalties, they do. It's getting ridiculous. Although I'm not sure that some of it. I think some of it's a little. I'm a little more free and easy on some of the penalties.
1st and goal, 10-yard. Purdy thrown over the middle. Samuel caught. Good job by Dallas to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be down at the 1. Good hit initially. Debo, good job keeping his feet, but again, good job by Dallas to prevent him from getting in. So that'll bring up 2nd and goal from the 1. With 3 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Sammy just kind of motioned out to the right. That's a couple times now where the 49ers have had a back in the backfield in the shotgun who then motions out kind of in a slot spot but stays 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. We just saw McCaffrey do it a few plays earlier as Purdy lines up under center. McCaffrey in the backfield. Debo going to motion left side. Handoff McCaffrey. He'll look. Ooh, it's going to be close. I think he got in, and they're going to say he did. Touchdown, San Francisco.
They're saying it. They're saying it. Although there might be a little bit of a question, but
we'll take a look at the replay. But initial look looked like he got in pretty comfortably. There is a penalty. I think this will be after the play.
Yeah, just a little bit of chippiness from both sides,
And it's going to be on San Francisco. It's going to be a personal foul. Haven't spoken it on the mic, but we have gotten a signal indicating as much, and McCaffrey definitely got that ball into the end zone. There's no question about that.
Yep.
So we'll see, was it before or after the play?
Yeah, just really does it affect what happened?
Yeah. Because if I'm Dallas, I'm looking at a potential missed extra point here. You're going to send this thing back to be a 48-yard attempt. Let's see. Yep, number 65 on San Francisco batting a Dallas defender in the face. You cannot do that. Definitely some extracurriculars with him and Ayuk, but Banks, you cannot have that kind of penalty. And so, I think they may have enforced it on the kickoff because the extra point is being attempted from the normal spot. So,
yeah,
as Jake Moody lines up, snap, hold, kick, right down the middle, 21-7 San Francisco.
Still a football game, though. Still a football game. Don't write Dallas off yet.
You got 2 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first half. You got the 2-minute warning, and Dallas has all 3 timeouts, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So, if you're able to get a touchdown here, turn around after halftime, get another touchdown, all of a sudden that's tie game. Even a field goal goes a long way.
Points matter, man. No matter what points they are, points are points.
Absolutely.
And it's fortuitous, though, that Dallas does have their 3 timeouts, though, and semi-optimal field positioning.
Yeah.
So maybe, Dak's been in the league for a while. So it's if anyone can make a little 3-minute drill, people like quarterbacks like Dak and etc. It can be done.
As long as he has more than a minute and no timeouts, and Mike McCarthy is Mike McCarthy is his coach.
Well,
yeah, quarterback draw with no timeouts and 20 seconds to go. That's gonna bode well for you.
I don't know what McCarthy was thinking.
I don't know. Let McCarthy cook. I don't know. Last year's play, I understand why he did it, but it was still hilarious just seeing Zeke at center and what they were trying to do there.
A little off, a little plot, a little tiny little 30-second off, unrelated story. Vegas messaged me a little bit ago. I don't know when it was. I think last week, and he said in all caps, "McCarthy is out." And what he was saying was the Speaker of House of Representatives. I was thinking that it was the head coach, and I went 4 days thinking that Mike McCarthy was fired.
Oh my gosh!
So yeah, and I just told Vegas that just now because I forgot to tell him, so I figured I'd tell everyone now.
I had no idea, dude. That's so good.
No, because here's the thing. It's completely logical. I can completely see them getting rid of McCarthy. And he's not bad, but it's just not great.
maybe if Bill Belichick comes on the market after this season, Jerry will take a swipe. Honestly, with the way things are going in New England, who knows?
You think it's Bill? You think it's Bill's last hoorah?
If he don't turn it around, it most certainly might be. Which
you blaming Bill on this?
I mean, I definitely think coaching has been a part of the problem in New England. It's not the whole problem. I think the offensive line's a concern, and obviously we'll talk about all this in our Patriots video, which we're hoping to get released tomorrow. We'll see. But yeah, San Francisco going to be kicking it off from their own 20.
Yes.
This is going to get blasted, caught at about the 20-yard line, and returned by Dallas. Got a weird angle on it. I think he got to around the 30, 35-ish yard line. I think close to 30. So we'll see how Dallas are able to respond to that San Francisco touchdown. And credit to San Francisco for making the right offensive adjustments after Dallas's defense did what they needed to stop San Francisco on those couple of drives. So it'll be ball at the 34-yard line for Dallas here. First down and 10. Prescott in the shotgun. Pollard to his left. Then we're going to motion into the slot. Prescott looking, throwing, short.
Yep.
Caught for a gain of about 5 yards by Ferguson, and it looks like they going to try to get up to the line quickly and get another snap in before the 2-minute warning. Prescott got his, looking at earlier footage, Prescott looked like he's getting his hand taped up, fingers taped on the sideline on his throwing hand, so we'll see that ball to Pollard thrown behind him, so that'll be 3rd down and 5. Yeah, it looks like we got his... Yeah, that's his middle finger getting some tape on it. Maybe he got a little bang or something earlier on, but not what you want to see on him, especially on that throwing hand. So
yeah, it hurts to see a little bit, but especially with the injury last year.
Yep.
Hopefully it's nothing as major, and it clearly isn't because he's still playing. But you know, still.
3rd and 5, Prescott takes the snap, looking over the middle, caught! Gonna be short, though. Good job by San Francisco's defenses. That'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
There we go.
Ferguson got hit after a pickup of only 2 or 3 yards. Down the field was well covered for the 49ers, and so that'll bring up 4th down. They're going to get the ball back with all 3 timeouts at their disposal, and an opportunity to extend the lead before halftime.
Nice little chance to extend the lead, and really not much more to say. Just hoping that they play well, play consistent, and hopefully they can get some points on the board before halftime, because that's the main goal. We don't want any Frank Reich play calling of, you know, any delay of games, no timeout calls, you know. What you want is you want to get in that end zone, which I think, you know, is a pretty elementary thing to want in the game of football.
I mean, it's the whole goal of the sport. End zone equals points, and points equals wins.
Yeah.
Moneyball, baby! So, Dallas's defense definitely going to need to stop here. You're going to see, obviously, both offense and defense going to get played a little bit differently here in the 2-minute drill, and I think that's going to give the advantage to San Francisco.
Yes, it will. But really, I think the most impressive thing, and I want to get your opinion on this, I think the most impressive thing so far has been the defense on both ends.
San Francisco's defense has certainly had itself a good day. Dallas's defense has done about all you could have asked for them, all things considered. They've been on the field constantly.
Oh, yeah.
And they've made some stops, gotten a big turnover after their offense turned it over deep in their own territory. So their defense has done a good job keeping them in this game. Their offense, though, has to step up more.
Yep.
The only drive that hasn't ended in a 3-and-out is their touchdown drive. So you've got to see them step it up more. Obviously, halftime's going to be an opportunity to talk it out. talk it over,
Halftime
figure it all out. Which
halftime can change an entire game.
absolutely.
It's a great thing about the sport. You got halftimes. You can find out what is happening and how you can address it. So
Absolutely. And I definitely think that one thing that they're going to want to address is time of possession. Dallas, 10 minutes and 28 seconds in time of possession. San Francisco, 17 minutes and 32 seconds. As that punt is fielded at the 5. Excellent punt. Good return, though, able to get it out to the 19-yard line. And that's where San Francisco is going to take over.
solid little return.
The other big thing for Dallas that they need to improve upon is defensive penalties. They have continually shot themselves in the foot with defensive penalties. They have got to knock it off with that.
It's almost
It's hurt
infuriating
them.
to see.
Like they would with if they hadn't gotten penalties, San Francisco wouldn't have gotten a touchdown on their last drive. And penalties definitely helped San Francisco on their first drive. And I'm not saying it necessarily would have stopped the touchdown, but it made it a lot easier for them.
Oh yeah, no, we're not saying that it stops the touchdown from the jump, but it certainly aids them. It doesn't stop, but it definitely helps. You know, it doesn't automatically. It's the chance of the 49ers scoring a touchdown is likely at any point, unless it's like 3rd and 18.
Yep. Purdy, shotgun snap. He'll hand it off to Deebo Samuel, who's got about 8 yards. And so it'll be 2nd and 2, minute 40 here as the clock continues to roll.
Yeah, sorry about that, Vegas. I know I talk your ear off sometimes. I know you're big on color commentary.
No, you're the caller. I'm the play-by-play.
There we go. See,
That's how it works.
I know so much about football. I'm getting the right terms.
You got the right terms, just applied the wrong directions, although these days it's usually called analysis, so it depends on who you talk to. I like to say color commentary, and it looks like we've got a timeout for San Francisco here. They let the clock roll pretty far down and didn't even get a snap off. So
you think they're going to go for the kneel?
No, they got all sorts of time and opportunity. And it's 2nd and 2, you know. I think they want to try and get into field goal range, and I certainly think they can. A minute and 11, 2 timeouts. That's plenty of time. They got the ball. I think it's at the 26 right now, but
I know some coaches want to do like the kneel a lot, especially if they're up this high. But I appreciate the gusto of trying to get more points on the board.
Yeah. Do you want to know who doesn't like the kneel? The coach of the Miami Hurricanes! Oh, my God. Greatest.
Wow.
That was so funny. And the best part is, he did that in Oregon, too. He made the same mistake in Oregon, and they lost a game that way as that handoff to McCaffrey going nowhere. 3rd down and 2. And we got another timeout called here. Who called it? Still no signal that we've been shown.
Huh. This is interesting.
And it's Dallas's first timeout. They're looking to get a stop and get the ball back, so they'll take a timeout.
All right.
All right, let's see. 3rd down and 2 here for San Francisco. If Dallas can get a stop here, that would be absolutely massive. We'll see what they're able to do here.
Would certainly be nice. I mean, for our predictions, obviously,
yeah.
we want San Fran, but like you said,
we
Vegas,
also want an entertaining
football.
game. Alrighty, Purdy in the shotgun. Debo just motioned to start on his left. McCaffrey gonna motion out wide over the middle, thrown, and it's dropped by Ayuk. And so that's gonna be 4th down and 2. Dallas get a stop, and the clock is stopped at a minute to go. 2 timeouts for Dallas. That's more than enough time to at least get into field goal range.
Oh, yes. Get some type of points on the board.
Excellent job by the Dallas defense coming up with a big stop. and giving their team an opportunity to score late here.
Coming in big. Make really, I mean, at this point, Dallas defense doing more than we've asked.
Absolutely.
It's and good on it. You know, sometimes you got animosity between both sides of the ball, and just whether who's carrying the weight, who's picking up what. But this time, no, they're working together.
Absolutely. And that punt went for an absolute bomb, crushed down to the 15 and was returned to the 25. So that's where Dallas is going to take over. When the commercial is over, we had a few of those, especially given all of the 3 and outs that Dallas have had. So Dallas, with under a minute to go, they'll probably have around 50 seconds, 2 timeouts. Let's see if they're able to dial something up here, try to get into field goal range and get some points before halftime. As mentioned earlier, they will get the ball to start the second half,
which is good. It's nice little. So ideally getting a touchdown, if not a touchdown, points. Other than that, if it's just not possible, I'd go for the Hail Mary.
If you can't get into field goal range, definitely go for a Hail Mary. You go for something.
Yeah.
And conversely, if you're San Francisco, it'll depend. If you're able to get a stop, it'll depend obviously on if there's a couple incompletions. But if Dallas throws a couple incompletions, San Fran's got 2 timeouts. And if they're able to get the ball back, they might have time just chuck the ball downfield a couple of times. Although being up this much, you question if they're going to want to risk that if their defense gets a stop.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how they play this.
Yep.
But Dallas, with an opportunity late, they obviously need to capitalize.
Oh, yeah. But why not... Who would you say has been the MVP of both teams so far?
Well, San Francisco, I'm going with George Kittle.
Okay.
2 receptions, 2 touchdowns. Both touchdowns, he made great plays. First one, stuck with his route, able to find a pocket and work with a scrambling Purdy. Second one, nice long play. Runs a good route, able to defeat the defender on the edge. Both touchdowns from him were really good, and he's been pretty solid in the blocking game so far, which has obviously helped in the run game. McCaffrey also with a touchdown. He's been okay. 13 rushes, only 35 yards, 2.7 on the average. Debo's had a pretty good game, but he's been more gimmicky. So, in terms of Dallas, I'm not sure yet. Prescott will take the shotgun snap, pressure, scrambles, left side, throws a deep ball, and that'll be out of bounds.
Good Lord, look at that.
Found Cooks, but definitely out of bounds on that play. Now, in terms of... I don't know. So, Kevontae Turpin had a really excellent touchdown grab for Dallas, but that was only one play. Honestly, I have to give it to the Dallas defense as a whole. Like, I don't think there's any one player on Dallas who has been the best. Like, Parsons has been pretty good. A couple other guys have made some plays, but I consider more the unit itself has been Dallas's MVP. They've made some really, really big plays. Lewis obviously had that excellent play.
Oh, yeah.
To force a fumble. Ooh.
Looks like
Nick Bosa looks like he may have gotten hurt. Got bumped by his own guy from behind. Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not a pretty-looking
good
play. And Bosa is not a guy you want to see go down for San Francisco. So, and that is going to cost them their second timeout. It's not. It's Jackson down, not Bosa, excuse me. Jackson was the one who bumped into Bosa. We didn't get a good look initially, but it was actually Jackson who was down. Bosa is okay, but Jackson's still not a player you want to see go down for San Francisco. No. They've got a good line. He's walking on his own 2 legs. It looked like he took more of a blow in the upper body. We'll see if he's okay. Javon Hargrave is going to check back in. He's been good. He's got 3 sacks, which is tied for most on the team so far. So it'll be 2nd 10 for Dallas. Prescott on the shotgun. Pollard to his left.
Ooh.
Takes the snap. Looking, still looking. Gonna scramble, and he's sacked! Excellent play there.
Yep.
Greenlaw with the tackle. He's been having himself a pretty good game. He's probably been the best player on the 49ers defense today, and so that'll be 3rd down and probably 11 or 12 yards. I'm not sure exactly where they've spotted it. But he just kind of playing the underneath zone and sticks with Prescott when he sees Prescott scramble out to the right. And that's just an excellent hustle and a great tackle. Beautiful play there. And so 3rd down and 11, and it looks like they've just let it run into halftime. So that is going to be the end of the first half. The score, Dallas 7, San Francisco 21. And I'm going to ask you to keep talking for a few minutes because I would like to go fill up my water bottle and take a quick bathroom break. So have fun, T-Bone.
Thanks, Vegas. Thank you so much. Well, all right, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I'll talk about probably my MVPs of the team so far. Definitely Kittle on the San Francisco 49ers, just because really, along with Vegas, I mean, look at those plays, the trickery play, and by the way, the hickory dickory trickery line, I stole from someone. I can't remember the content creator's name now, but I don't know if he has that trademarked, but I doubt it, but he's a cool dude. I'll try and find his name before the end of the live stream, but Kittle just having himself a night. And you love to see tight ends flourish. Dallas, probably. Maybe Micah, maybe Lewis, someone on defense. If Turpin got more touches, or receptions, I should say, maybe it would be him. And it's nice, but it's not nothing set in stone yet for Dallas. I can definitely point to Kittle and say you're the MVP of this game, but I'll tell you this though. This has turned into a great match. So San Fran does have a 2-score game on their on Dallas, but Dallas is not given up yet, And you see, Dak can throw it deep. If he just worked on the little positioning a little bit better, it could have been a great big gain. So I'm hyped. I know it doesn't sound like I'm hyped, but I'm really intrigued by this game. I definitely think that San Fran's going to pull out the win, but this has been the Cowboys' first real team. Don't let Vegas hear that, because I say that and he's going to get upset about the whole Patriots game. But this is a real game for the Cowboys. So this is a little sneak peek into when they get into the playoffs, because I figure they will. When they get into the playoffs, this is a look at how they're going to play. This is a look at what's going to happen. So, and really, Dallas is playing so well, just relatively. I have been big on getting McCarthy out, getting Dan Quinn out too, but I don't know. I don't know anymore. I mean, I guess I think I'd stick with that choice, my opinion on that. But really, it's serviceable. I mean, he's a serviceable coach. And, when you say Mike McCarthy has a Super Bowl, be quiet. Aaron Rodgers got the Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy was there. Charles Woodson got that Super Bowl. Mike McCarthy was there. So, when it comes to coaching, not the greatest by any means. But I think at this point, it's one of those things where you point to that team, and we've talked about it on the YouTube on how important coaching is. But I think Cowboys, you can point to it and be like, they're winning in spite of the coaching. And that's not to knock on McCarthy because he's had some good play calling here and there, but also I'm not going to lie. You had Zeke at center. You had a QB draw of like 10 seconds left. Absolute abysmal ways to get bounced by 49ers both times. So, in terms of fantasy so far, I'm doing pretty well. Not that you guys care or anything. We just thought I'd update because I know I complain about a little. I complained a little bit, but I got Brees Hall, and so he's been doing. He wasn't well, and now he's getting a little bit better. Hit there, and that transitioning to just Jets as a whole. Uh, Interesting to see how they're still they're in games still because they have that great defense. They have a great defense, and they have a solid players. I mean, I understand Zach Wilson. I really, I get the Zach Wilson hate, but he's been playing solid enough, and then Brees Hall, Wilson, they're coming together. I think really, I'll be really proud of the Jets if they make the playoffs because you've got these teams that are trying to overcome a massive injury with losing Aaron Rodgers, and they're in the game. Back to Cowboys and 49ers. I'd say things I'd want to look for are, and I may repeat myself with a couple times with Vegas coming back, but important things to look on are defense needs to stay consistent on the Cowboys because they have just given a lot of opportunities to the offense, and sometimes it works out. So with 49ers defense, they are just not letting Cowboys get much. I mean, other than that little fluke tutty by Turpin with Dak.
Don't call it a fluke.
Turpin.
Please do not call it a fluke. It was a good play. It was a really good play. Was the drive an outlier? Yes. Every other drive has been a 3 and out, but the touchdown wasn't a fluke.
Okay, well, as you guys can see, Vegas comes in big nuts swinging, starting to tell me how to think. I was just telling our viewers about. I went more into the idea of the other teams and how they're overcoming injuries, sort of just how the Jets are doing, and just how teams have got a lot of injuries and just how they're handling it.
I mean, the Jets have responded pretty well. Obviously, a rough couple of weeks, but the last 2 weeks, fallen just short against the Chiefs. Able to get a win against an admittedly not great Broncos team, but they were able to do what they needed to do to get the W. And Brees Hall had himself a game today.
Now, let me ask you.
Good, and Zach Wilson has made some little improvements. I definitely think having Rodgers there has helped. I definitely think weapons have helped. Alrighty, what is it you would like to ask me?
What are your thoughts on the coaching situation with Dallas and Dan Quinn OC and McCarthy at head coach? Do you think they need to can him or just stick with what you got?
My take on it is if someone becomes available, you definitely go for it because I'm not a fan of either McCarthy or Quinn, and I think that they hold this team back in certain respects.
Yes.
So, if the Patriots decide, I don't know, to fire Bill Belichick, which it's weird that seems on the table, but, I mean, the last 2 games have been his 2 worst losses ever as a head coach, 2 biggest losses, so, and the New England Patriots have not chugged the way we certainly thought they would, and I don't think it hurts when you lose both Christian Gonzalez and Matthew Judon, who are your 2 best players. on the defensive side of the ball, and maybe the two best players, period. And so obviously it's going to depend on how New England responds, because obviously a blowout loss today to the 49ers is the exact opposite of what this team needed, and if they lose to the Raiders next week, then they're really in trouble.
Yep.
But it obviously is going to matter on how they respond. I know that Robert Kraft tends to have a lot more patience, but there's definitely been some questions of how much patience does he have. So obviously we'll have to wait and see how that all develops. But I mean, those are the guys who can become available. And if someone does get fired who is a good head coach and just, I don't know, maybe their time ran out or just wasn't the right situation or whatever, that happens. Good head coaches do get fired sometimes. Just look at Andy Reid at the Eagles. He had a good run at the Eagles, but there came a point where it was just time. Same thing with Doug Peterson at the Eagles, If someone gets fired, I think you try to make a nab at it, because I ain't going to lie. I ain't McCarthy's biggest fan, and I ain't Quinn's biggest fan either.
Yeah, I always remember 28-3, man. That's really what sticks in my mind with Quinn.
28-3 is definitely a blunder that he is, quite frankly, largely responsible for. So
I'm glad we agree for the most part. Just the fact that McCarthy, they're winning in spite of McCarthy.
Yes, their team is incredibly talented and incredibly well put together, and I can't believe I'm saying this. That's Jerry Jones's. That's Jerry Jones. Like, love or hate Jerry Jones and Jerry World and the whole show that he loves to put on. Like Jerry Jones is just like Deion Sanders, but like way more annoying and way less entertaining.
Yep.
But he does a good job running his football team. He brings in players and has built a good culture,
No, he has.
And I'm not a big Jerry Jones fan, but I have to respect what he has done for his football team, and he's a guy who truly loves the Dallas Cowboys and wants to see them do well and does everything in his power to see them do well. So he's put together a very, very talented football team.
Yeah.
That are able to win a lot of games, and that talent is, quite frankly, build them out of their own incompetence sometimes. But when it matters most, like the playoffs the last couple of years against the 49ers, no less, that incompetence has caught up to them. So
it really has.
But I mean, right? Like, you fire McCarthy, it's like, who are you going to go after? Obviously, coaches are going to get fired this year, but it's like, any good coach is going to get fired this year. Any good coach is going to become available. I think you go for it. But until that happens, I think you have to stick with McCarthy, because he at least knows the team and has gotten wins. And it's not like losing to San Francisco in the playoffs is the worst thing ever. Like, obviously, it's a hump you got to overcome. And if you want to win a Super Bowl, like, you got to be able to beat teams like the 49ers and Eagles. But there's no shame in losing to the 49ers.
Yeah. No, not at all. I mean, they're a great team, man.
Alrighty, now I got to ask you, what are your keys to Dallas in the second half on making a comeback here? Before you answer that question, I would like to throw out one statistic.
Okay.
Time of possession. San Francisco, there were 30 total minutes. San Francisco, 18 minutes and 33 seconds. Dallas Cowboys, 11 minutes and 27 seconds.
Well, Dallas got to hold on to the ball more on offense.
Absolutely.
That's number one for sure. And then after that, you got to just have great, and if not great, good offensive plays. I was telling our viewers, if you just have a little bit more positioning on downfield, you can. That Brandon Cooks play could have been something big, and we can see that they can do that. It just has to work a little bit more. Maybe get Pollard involved just a little bit more. But this is certainly hold on to the ball more, play a little bit smarter, and they've got themselves a game. They can do it.
Alrighty, San Francisco kicks it off. He kind of bobbled it, but held on. And now he's going to spin and get himself a nice return. Out to about the 29-yard line is Dowdle.
Yep. Dowdle.
I'm a roll with Dowdle.
Yeah.
So, but like, you can see they're asking Mike McCarthy. The big concern here is allowing 21 points. Allowing 21 points isn't necessarily on their defense. Their defense cannot get a break. The defense has made big plays and gotten big stops. And given their offense opportunities, their offense has just completely squandered it. They need to score starting here as Prescott will hand it off to Pollard. And Pollard breaks a tackle and picks up about 6 yards. Nice run here to start the third quarter for Dallas.
Yep. Solid stuff so far.
So that'll bring up second down and 6.
Nothing too egregious.
And it looks like Turpin on an incomplete pass from earlier. They're showing got his ankle twisted in a not great way as Prescott going to throw on the run, and he's got CeeDee Lamb, who trying hard to break a tackle. Great effort by who was that? I think that was Ward. I couldn't
Looks
tell.
Like
No, Ward's number 3. This was number 7. I can't see the nameplate. But regardless, excellent job by Lamb to get open. Great route.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Oh, didn't get it. Oh, I think it may be Ward. I think Ward did get that tackle. Okay. As this ball is handed off to Pollard right side, he'll go down for a loss of 1. Kind of lost his footing there, although he didn't really have anyone to go anyway.
He's kind of going through it this game.
I mean, it's not like San Francisco are making it easy on him, that's for sure. So it'll be second down and 11. Shanahan wanted a hold. Not there, so...
Yeah.
Regardless, Dak going to line up under center. Pollard in the backfield. See what they got. Prescott drops back, looking to throw. Under pressure, throws it underneath. He's got Pollard, who's going to fight for about 6 or 7 yards. We'll see exactly where they spot it. I think this will be close to 3rd and 4.
A little bit of a game.
Forgot to make that third quarter. Not the biggest deal.
No, our viewers know.
Alrighty, so 3rd down and 4 here. Prescott in the shotgun. Pollard to his right. Actually, no, that isn't Pollard. Who is that? That is Dowdle, who is going to get dropped at the line of scrimmage by Hargrave. So it'll be 4th and 4, and Dallas looks like they're bringing out the kicking unit.
They're trying to see if they can get any points on the board, really.
So a solid drive to start. Obviously, you want a touchdown, but if they're able to get a field goal here, this is looking to be a 50-yarder, 51-yarder. I think it'll be 50. Yep.
Yeah.
50-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Snap, hold, kick, right down the middle, and Dallas has added 3 points
to
their tally.
Good on him. I mean, nailing a 50-yarder in an NFL game, you know he's NFL talent, and he's a soccer player. But
I don't know. Good kickers come from soccer players. Good kickers oftentimes come from soccer players.
But the Lou Groza winner is not on the football team. Isn't that funny? You got a couple soccer players in the league.
Please, no. You're touching a nerve. You're touching a nerve.
Am I touching a little nerve? Am I upsetting
Dunn
you just
can
a bit?
make 50-yarders. He just probably can't make 60-yarders, and that's why no one wants him, which is kind of annoying, but he's accurate. He's a highly accurate kicker, and his inside of 50 is automatic. Inside of 60, reliable. Or 50-plus, I should say, reliable. But once you hit 60 yards, it's kind of more than his leg can hold, which is why no one really went for him, unfortunately, even though he was the best kicker in college football last year. Yeah. And he did attend my school, NC State University, so, you know, that's kind of why he's poking this whole
deal
with me. But Dallas, a decent drive, a couple of good runs, and a nice throw to find CeeDee Lamb, who made a good play to fight his way down the field. And a great job by Ward to tackle him there, because if Lamb is able to fight off that tackle, he probably gets a touchdown. So both players fought hard on that play, and Ward eventually was able to win the battle, but not after Lamb was able to get a bit more. So,
yep.
CeeDee Lamb having a pretty good game so far. 3 receptions for 43 yards. And Dak Prescott overall been okay. 12 for 18, 121 yards.
Not
one
great.
touchdown. Not great, but serviceable. Brock Purdy on the other end, not that much better necessarily. Purdy's definitely been the better quarterback today, but I think he's gotten more help from his offensive line. He's definitely doing a good job of evading pressure. Yeah, and the run game as well. The run game's been very good for San Francisco, and that's been one of the... It's like we said, one of the big keys for this game was going to be the run game, is can both teams get the run game going and can both teams stop the run game. So far, San Francisco has done a better job stopping the run game and getting their own run game going, and it's led to increased success. The other thing is San Francisco's pressure overall has been good. Dallas has gotten pressure on San Francisco, but it's not been enough to substantiate anything, and Brock Purdy has done a good job playing out of that pressure, and which we saw on that first touchdown play, as Dallas gets set to kick it off here, blasted out of the end zone for a touchback. And so San Francisco will take over at the 25-yard line.
I mean, really, just you can't even blame the Dallas defense. I mean, there's sometimes you can. In this case, they are doing all they can.
Nope. And
not a lot of penalties, though. Not a lot less penalties. I mean, I know we're only about 4 minutes in, but
they're 0 penalties because they haven't been on the field yet. But they're starting on the field here.
I'm talking about both teams.
Well, San Francisco didn't really commit a lot of penalties. I can get their exact numbers here in just a second. As Purdy going to line up in the shotgun, McCaffrey was right. We've got ourselves a false start on the left tackle, and so it'll be first down on 15. That's only their 3rd penalty of the day for 25 yards, so... I love how you're like, oh, not a lot of penalties, and immediately San Francisco commits a penalty. Yeah, gave it... You definitely didn't jinx that one. So it'll be first down on 15 from the 20 now for San Francisco. Trent Williams with the infraction.
Look at that. Some penalties, huh?
Yeah. Alrighty. Purdy in the shotgun. Juszczyk gonna motion from left to right. McCaffrey to his left. Snap throw over the middle. Cut by Ayuk. What a throw by Purdy.
Wow.
Just over the hands of Vander Esch. What a excellent throw by Brock Purdy. Just beautiful touch. Everything about that was excellent. Let's get another look at this one here. Ayuk, excellent job on the route over the middle. Vander Esch extending his hands to try to get it on that ball, and it's just over his fingertips. Brilliant throw by Purdy, and so that'll give San Francisco a first down at the 43-yard line. McCaffrey in the backfield, Juszczyk motioning. Now he'll line up in front of McCaffrey. Pitch to McCaffrey. He'll look left side, cut back up the middle, and pick up about 3 yards. Good job by Dallas there.
I mean, yeah, it just solid work.
So, blood for the
not much more to say than that. I mean, just so far, it's you're watching both defenses try their best, and then San Fran's offense is a little bit more.
It's a bit more overpowered, and Purdy has played really well. I got to give credit to Brock Purdy for what he's done, as he got another I formation, another pitch to McCaffrey, this time right side, and Dallas all over it. McCaffrey able to fight for 2 yards, but Dallas limiting the damage. Excellent job there by them again, and honestly, good job by Purdy. Looked like he was going to go for a loss or roughly no gain, and he's able to push for 2 yards, so able to get something out of what looked like it was going to be nothing, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 5.
Yep.
As one of our friends who was upset about us not playing video games with him, is just put in the chat, blood for the blood god, which means, which is a reference to Warhammer 40K, which is what he wants us to be playing with him. So,
and after this live stream,
we'll probably join him. I don't know. I'm getting some food first, though. I'm hitting up Taco Bell after this.
Will it even be open?
Yeah, they actually extended the opening till 2, thank goodness. It used to be
really?
midnight, and they screwed me out of it when I got there at like 11:50, but...
Man, you must be a real a-hole for doing that, aren't you?
That is a reference to another thing that happened that I don't think we should get into. It'll be 3rd and 4 for the 49ers. Shotgun, Purdy, throwing. Beautiful throw! He's got Ayuk, who's going to race down the sideline to the 10. What a throw by Brock Purdy. He has been electric today. He's made some excellent plays. We got a flag here. We'll see what it is. Oh, it's going to be a holding on the offense, and so that beautiful play by Brock Purdy is coming back. Burford on with the penalty. Let's look at this one.
Golly.
And that is probably the right call, unfortunately. Oh, that's killer. That was such a beautiful throw by Brock Purdy.
Oh, yeah.
So, that'll bring up 3rd and 14 now. I don't know, just do that again without the holding, and they'll still get the first down. Purdy, shotgun by himself, looking, throwing, over the middle. He's got Deebo Samuel for a first down and more. Breaks a tackle and finally brought down at the 18-yard line. First down, 49ers. They do it again. Penalty, we don't care. We'll still get yards on you.
It don't matter. We'll get it. It's just a matter of when.
Let's get a look at this play.
Let's.
Not a lot of pressure from Dallas. Loads of time for Purdy, and just a dime to Samuel, who was open over the middle. Found a nice gap in the zone. Made a great play on the medium in. Purdy fakes the handoff to Samuel. Throw over the middle. Juszczyk on the slant. Pick up about 7 or 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd and short.
Solid stuff on Juszczyk. He's been balling out this game.
Juszczyk's had a pretty good game. It's fun to see him. So, and like blocking has been his biggest contributor. But 2 catches, 8 yards, not too shabby so far. It'll give him 7 yards. It'll be 2nd and 3 here.
Oh, yeah, especially for a fullback. No, because he's been used for blocking. He's great at blocking, but it's nice to see that reminder that it's not just blocking that he does. Whole lot of different stuff.
Well, fullback, a very versatile position. Kind of like a tight end, except instead of receiving, also more running. Kind of like that version of a tight end. Is this handoff to Samuel goes for only a yard, which will bring up 3rd and 2.
Yep.
If Dallas's defense can get a stop here, that would be big. You'd rather hold it to a 14-point lead as opposed to a 17 or no, that'd be an 18-point lead if you're Dallas. So big 3rd down coming up here for them. We'll see if they're able to get a stop. Purdy lining up under center. McCaffrey in the backfield. Juszczyk motions from right to left. Fakes the handoff. Looking over the middle. Caught! Touchdown, George Kittle! His 3rd one today! San Francisco! Adding to the lead. And I'm now checking fantasy.
Yeah, so am I.
Excellent play by the San Francisco 49ers. Okay. Kittle got me 27.7. Debo's been okay for me. So I just need Jordan Love to not do well tomorrow, which they're playing the Raiders. So and I need Josh Jacobs to do well, which I don't know, he might. Packers aren't great. As San Francisco lines up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick right down the middle, and it is 28-10. 49ers. Excellent drive coming out of halftime for them. They have not missed a beat.
No. And Kittle is most assuredly now the MVP.
Of the league?
No, dude,
Oh.
the game and the team. What? No, God, no.
I didn't realize you were going back to that earlier.
Yeah. No, no. Although if there was going to be a tight end that deserves MVP, it's not freaking Kelsey, and not because he's bad. It's because
George Kittle is better. We are both of the opinion that George Kittle is a better overall tight end than Travis Kelsey. Kelsey may be better at receiving, but Kittle is the better tight end. He is the best tight end in the league, in the opinion of both of us. And that is definitely not the common opinion, but we appreciate Kittle for what he is and what he brings to the team. And obviously, three catches, 67 yards, 3 touchdowns today. He has been on fire in all parts of the game. So much fun to see. My one complaint about George Kittle is please don't wear that weird beak-looking helmet. Like, why? Why does that thing exist? It's so trippy.
And I used to not like Kittle either.
The one helmet, my favorite helmet in the league, is the one that like Derek Carr wears. It's one of the newer ones, but it's a beautiful looking helmet. My absolute favorite for sure. And I'm starting to see more guys pop up with that helmet. It's a great helmet. My least favorite helmet has to be the one that Ezekiel Elliott wears, and it looks like Tony Pollard's now wearing it this year too. I do not like that thing. It is ugly, and the lack of the face mask only being at the bottom and not like going up over the top as well just doesn't sit right with me.
Maybe Pollard will follow Zeke's footsteps and gain 40 pounds and then go to the Pats as a lineman.
As a lineman. What's crazy is Zeke's actually been better than Ramondre. Now, granted, offensive line hasn't been great, and neither have looked great. But Ramondre hadn't looked like we needed him to.
Yeah. He needs to get his act together.
But Dallas' offense gonna need to respond to this one for sure if they want to get back into this game. Down 18 early in the third quarter. They need something. Another efficient drive by the 49ers. As they're just all over it. As we get ready to kick this one off with 7:20 to go in the third.
Wonder how many more points the Niners will get, because they look like they're not stopping. They're on a roll, man.
We'll see. Ball kicked off right, fielded at about the 5, and excellent coverage brought down at the 21-yard line. And so that's where Dallas is going to take over.
Not great. Not a great return by far, but it's all right. It can work.
21's not bad field position. It's not like the 2, which they started on earlier. At one point.
Yeah.
But, you know. That drive ended in a 3 and out. Then again, all but the 2 scoring drives ended in 3 and outs. So, alrighty. Prescott in the shotgun. Pollard to his right. Lamb just motioned over to the left side. Prescott steps, throws on a little slant to Lamb, and he'll catch it for a pickup of about 6 yards. 2nd and 4. Nice little play to start the drive from Dallas.
It's good work.
So we'll see what they're able to do here on 2nd and 4.
See what can be done.
Okay, I actually am curious. Why isn't the white outline on the logo for the 49ers helmet? Prescott shotgun, hands it off on the draw to Pollard, who's able to get a first down and a bit more. Gain of about 12, I think.
So,
11, I think they gave him 11 yards on that one. So it'll be first down for Dallas. So you see Brian Greasy working with Brock Purdy right now. Those two have obviously had a good connection so far this year, and so far tonight as well, as Prescott going to fake the handoff to Pollard and throw a deep ball looking over the top, and it's intercepted! Intercepted by the 49ers, and he's got room for a big return. Finally brought down at the 37-yard line of San Francisco. Dallas way overthrew his man, and that's about as easy as an interception as it gets, which means if I was playing you in Madden, my defender would have dropped it.
Yeah, so for a little context, me and Vegas play Madden, was it 11?
12.
Madden 12. Peyton Hillis. Shout out Peyton Hillis.
Gibson on the interception. Nice play by him, although obviously Dak just kind of threw a dime straight to him.
So I
Not
play
what Dallas
rookie,
needed.
Not rookie Cam. I play Cam, and I throw, and he drops a lot.
I think it's rookie Cam, because it's the year 2011, even though it's Madden 12.
There we go. That's what it is. The years always confuse me. So, yeah. And I always win, and Zach always...
It's not
Vegas
always win. It's actually a pretty even spread. We've had some funny stories, though. Anyway, continue.
So, well,
I can't leave throw shade my way like that and not back myself up. I gotta defend myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. Obviously, I am not the better Madden player. We'll say that. I know that. And I just feed Steve Smith and Shockey and
my defenders who don't know how to catch the ball. I'm not joking when I say I think my defenders drop on average 10 interceptions per Madden game I play against this man. Like floaters, straight to them, easy grabs. I'll user pick, I'll everything. Drop every single time.
Yeah. You can hear Vegas start to yell.
And then the crazy part is I'll be rolling on offense, and all of a sudden I'll throw the ball within 100 feet of one of his defenders, and all of a sudden his arm's just going to stick out behind him, and he's going to snag it with the tip of his finger and intercept the ball. And it's like, what? Can I have this, please? No, it's funny. It's absolutely hilarious, even if it is annoying.
Oh yeah, no, that's fun. It's fun. The older Maddens are a fun game. Not the new ones though. New ones kind of suck.
Yeah, I don't play the new ones for a reason. The latest Madden I ever owned was Madden 17, and part of that is my latest Xbox is also the Xbox 360 limited edition R2D2 version, by the way. But there is an old commercial for that one with Chris Pratt before Chris Pratt was really a thing, where he gets in his underwear while fighting Vader in Star Wars Forza Obi-Wan. It's so hilarious. Y'all have to check it out. Just look up Chris Pratt Xbox 360 commercial, Star Wars. It'll be probably the first thing that pops up. It's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, so a big turnover there for the Dallas Cowboys. The exact opposite of what they needed, and so San Francisco going to take over with good field position here, and a touchdown kind of feels like it'll get put out of reach.
Dak with an absolute great throw, intercepted.
It was not a good throw, well overthrown, as Mason going to pick up 8 yards on this play. Parsons looking for some sort of penalty. He is not happy, talking up the ref's ear. Nothing going to get called. It'll be second down and about 2 yards on this play. Yeah. Dallas's defense going to need something. Last time Dallas offense had a turnover, the Dallas defense stepped up and generated one of their own. We'll see if they're able to do that, but so far it's been pretty good for San Francisco. Time of possession, 23 minutes, 44 seconds for San Fran, just over 15 minutes for Dallas. Not what you want to see at all, as this ball is handed off to Mason again, and he'll barrel forward for a pick of about 3 or 4 yards. Looks like 4, and it's a first down for San Francisco as they cross into Dallas territory. Birdie tying his shoe. Nice little shot there.
Hey, man, no matter if you're an NFL player or just a regular guy, we all got to tie our shoes.
Yep. Double knot, dude. Always double knot. Double knot for life.
Never not the double knot, as I would say.
That's a good way of putting it. Alrighty, 1st and 10 here at the 50-yard line. Purdy shotgun. Mason to his left. Juszczyk going to motion over to the right side. Purdy looking. That throw looking for Mason. I don't think the two were on the same page. 30 threw it out. Mason cut in. And so it'll be 2nd and 10 here for San Francisco with 4:29 to go in the third quarter.
Yep. You know, solid work so far. Nothing. I mean, not. There's been a couple of issues here and there on this drive, but honestly,
alrighty,
it's been all right.
We've got 2nd and 10. Purdy, shotgun, drops back, throw, short right, got McCaffrey, who started in the backfield on the right side and found his way out on the catch for about 8 yards. So it'll be 3rd and 2 at the Dallas 42, and you got to wonder if this is 4-down territory in San Francisco's mind if they don't get a sack.
Yep.
So we'll see what they've got. Dallas's defense, if they're able to get a stop here, would be massive for them, especially after the turnover. And credit to San Francisco. They've done a good job protecting the football. Only one turnover, and it was not on McCaffrey. It was just a brilliant, brilliant football play by Lewis. McCaffrey motions out of the backfield. It'll be Purdy in the shotgun by himself. Snap, throw, looking. Good protection. Throw, and he's got... I cannot tell who that is. That is Juwan Jennings for a first down. Excellent play there. Dallas's defense can't get anything. Let's get a look here. Jennings started in the slot left side. And he ran a medium out and found a pocket in the zone. Excellent throw by Purdy. Pretty easy throw. Jennings was pretty wide open. Dallas needs to clamp down. The soft zone has been killing them here as this handoff goes to McCaffrey for a pickup of about 4 yards, and that'll bring them into the red zone.
Yep. Moving the chains a little bit. That's all we need.
Dallas needs a stop. A field goal even is a win for Dallas at this point, but they need a turnover, really. A turnover not only to keep San Francisco off the board entirely, but also to maybe get a momentum swing, because the other problem is Dallas hasn't been able to generate momentum in this game. Anytime Dallas has done something good, San Francisco's always found a way to counteract it, as this handoff to Deebo Samuel will go for about 5, and so it'll be 3rd down and 1. And another opportunity for Dallas to get a stop. They have struggled on 3rd downs today.
Yep. Really just...
49ers are 5 for 8 so far on 3rd down.
And that's good.
Dallas only 3 for 8. Anything over 50% on 3rd down is really good.
That can make or break a game. 3rd down conversions.
Absolutely. Obviously making it for the 49ers here as the handoff to McCaffrey. He's hit, but it looks like he's got a first down. Let's see if they give him the spot. It looked to me like he got it. Still waiting on a signal.
Yeah,
if you stop showing all the sad Dallas offensive players.
I'm about to say, if I see one more disgruntled CeeDee Lamb face, I'm going to blow a gasket.
As they do give them the first down, Purdy in the shotgun, McCaffrey to his left, ball placed at the 13-yard line as Deebo going to motion from right to left, and the ball handed off to McCaffrey, who is able to pick up 3 yards. Way to fight, but Dallas was a bit all over it. Even when Dallas has been on top of McCaffrey in the run game, McCaffrey has done a good job fighting for that extra yard or two, and it's made a visible difference in this game. McCaffrey's numbers haven't necessarily been amazing, but the plays that he has made have been overall pretty good. So it'll be 2nd and 7 here. This will probably be, barring an incompletion, the last play of the third quarter, which is definitely a win for San Francisco. The clock is working in their favor. Purdy under center. McCaffrey in the backfield fakes the handoff to him, throws to Juszczyk underneath, who's gonna barrel forward. He might get in the end zone. Dallas gonna stuff him inside the 1 yard line. Excellent job by Dallas.
What is that? 8
to prevent him from getting into the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal for San Francisco, and that'll bring us into the 4th quarter. 28-10, San Francisco over Dallas, and San Francisco knocking on the door yet again. So, T-Bone.
Yeah.
What
What
did you see in that 3rd quarter from each team that you liked and didn't like? And what does Dallas needs something. What adjustments do Dallas have to make in your mind to try to claw their way back into this game, which a touchdown for San Francisco feels like it's going to make it unwinnable?
Let's tackle San Fran on what I like and dislike. What I'm liking, that they just keep moving the ball, they keep spreading the love, and that O-line is pretty solid. McCaffrey's just getting touches left and right. Everything's good, man. Everything's doing great. I'm liking their consistency. They're on a roll and they are not stopping. Now, what I dislike, not a lot that I dislike. I think what I do dislike is probably that they're letting Purdy get a little too pressured, and they're getting a little too many 3rd downs. They're getting a lot of not 1st downs on the first try, which doesn't sound that bad, but it just they're letting the Dallas defense start to annoy them a little bit. But now Dallas's defense is getting gassed. So I guess what I like is the fact that they are consistent with the ball and the movement against the defense, but also the fact that they're letting the defense affect them so much. Now, obviously, it's not too bad because it's a freaking 18-point game, but still, but not much to dislike from San Fran. They're just doing everything well on defense and offense. Let's real quick talk about Dallas. Offensively, they just have to be better on every scheme. They just have to do better. They have to be more consistent. They have to not have those crazy, crappy turnovers. And so, what I do like is the fact that Dallas's defense is holding it down. The fact that Dallas has had to use their defense so many times, and it's still, even though it's 18 points, any other defense, and it may be like a 25-point game, 30-point game. So they're sticking out. What about you, Vegas?
Well, I'll get to that here in just a moment as the action is getting ready to start back up. We've got 1st and goal from the 1. Purdy under center. McCaffrey in the backfield will give it to McCaffrey. And stuffed by Dallas. He'll be short of the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Now, things that I like from San Francisco, everything. Offense has been good. Even though they've been forced into 3rd downs, they have done an excellent job converting on 3rd downs. A lot of clutch plays from Purdy so far. Great throws. Ayuk and Samuel are both making some nice plays. Good play by Juwan Jennings there. I do like Jordan Mason. Jordan Mason has done a good job. 6 carries, 33 yards, 5.5 yards per carry is fake the handoff to McCaffrey, and they'll throw it. Juszczyk, touchdown, 49ers. And the extra point will make this a 4-score game. Not what you want to see if you're the Dallas Cowboys right now. Definitely not how they thought this one would go. And they just showed a Cowboys fan on the phone. I think they probably want to phone this one in.
Good work.
Juszczyk lined up as a fullback, fakes the handoff, acts like he's in the block, slips out wide to the right, and Purdy, under duress, is able to throw it and find him. Jake Moody going to line up for the extra point. This will officially make it a 4-score game if he hits it. And it's right down the middle, so it'll be 35-10 San Francisco. Now back to the question. Everything out of San Francisco has been good. Their offense, their defense, there's very little to criticize overall. When Purdy
Yeah.
has been pressured, he has played well. He's been able to evade pressure, minimize damage, and make good throws. Purdy has been very, very good in this game. And I haven't gotten to watch Purdy as up close as I would have liked, and kind of just as an outsider, it always felt like he was kind of a product of the offense. Now, do I think that's still the case to some degree? Yes, but Purdy is still making some excellent, excellent plays
He
that
is.
are worthy of a starting caliber NFL quarterback, and he's easily top 15 just based off of the way he's playing today. So now we go over to Dallas. Dak hasn't necessarily been that bad. Obviously, not a great throw on that pick, but down big, just trying to throw a deep ball and make a play. I don't know if he didn't see the safety over top or what, but he hadn't been great either, though. Not terrible, not great. Running game hasn't been ideal for Dallas. I mean, CeeDee Lamb has kind of been the one big standout playmaker so far for them. Jake Ferguson's got a couple of nice plays, but... And Cavante Turpin, obviously great play on that touchdown grab, but overall, Dallas's offense isn't cutting it. The offensive line is struggling against that 49ers defensive front, and it's shown today. They have not been able to get the run game going, and it showed. And now, down 25 points in the fourth quarter, you've just eliminated the run game from your offense entirely. You as Dallas now need to go down and score points quickly, and you need your defense to turn around and get a stop, which they haven't been able to do. They've done a better job not committing penalties, but they also haven't been able to stop San Francisco. And it's like you said, I think a big part of that is the time of possession battle. San Francisco just had the ball way more because Dallas has had so many 3-and-outs.
Yeah.
And so
A lot of 3-and-outs, man.
that has led to the Dallas defense being on the field for way more time and having to be on the field for long drives, because San Francisco, 5 touchdown drives, they put together a lot of long drives, and that drains you as a defense. So it's been rough for them, and they're going to have to figure something out, obviously. This game, at this point, feels like it's over, but this drive for Dallas is a must-score something for them if they want a shot at winning this game. Preferably a touchdown, but they will need a field goal no matter what because it is a 25-point deficit. Ideally, it's 3 touchdowns, 1 2-point conversion, and 1 field goal. That'll get you to that 25 marker, as it'll be a touchback on the kickoff for Dallas, so they'll start at the 25-yard line. But, Dallas needs to figure something out, and quickly. And they haven't been able to figure... Outside of a couple of drives, they haven't figured out anything on the offense. And I got to give a lot of credit to San Francisco's defense. They've done a good job stopping that run game, which we said would be crucial to winning this game. They've done a really good job putting pressure on Dak Prescott. He's been sacked 3 times. They've done a good job forcing turnovers. Fumble, interception, as Dak throws it over the middle and dropped pass by CeeDee Lamb. Not what you want to see there from him.
Nope.
That would have been a pick of about 15 if he'd grabbed it. Good throw from Prescott, so it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 25. Anyway.
You can tell. You can tell Parsons is mad, dude.
I can't blame Parsons. This has been the defense, 35 points. It doesn't look good, but when the defense has given this offense ample opportunity throughout this game to make plays, and the offense is like, instead we're just going to make it so you don't get any rest and have to go over here and deal with this offense, and it looks like we've got another interception.
Oh,
and this game is over. I'm going to officially declare this game over. I didn't even see that one. I was looking away for a quick sec. Warner with the pick. Let's take a look at this one. He lined up as if he was pressing, drops into coverage. It was a tipped play.
I was confused
The
about it
initial
myself.
replay angle they gave us was from directly behind him, and we saw him drop into coverage, and then the ball just flew sideways straight into his hands. So, but the other angle they showed us, it was a tipped ball, great defensive play, and Warner with the pick. Dak just trying to force it in where it doesn't belong. And 49ers able to turn it into a turnover, and so now there's just going to be a lot of running of the ball here with 14 minutes to go. Pitch to Mason, and he'll go and score a touchdown. Touchdown, 49ers.
He made it.
It's Jordan
Wow.
Mason, who has had himself a sneaky, underrated game today.
Wow. Good Lord.
He now leads the 49ers in rushing. 7 carries, 59 yards, 1 touchdown. McCaffrey only has 51 yards on 19 carries. So Jordan Mason, a good night for him.
Darn right.
Excellent blocking. Juszczyk and Kittle, both with some nice blocks out there. As it was just a wide open field for Mason to run it in, and San Francisco just adding on to it. And to add insult to injury, we do have an injured Dallas Cowboy on the field.
Good Lord.
Things going from bad to worse for them. Looks like Vander Esch. Ooh, ran into the backup Parsons while kind of running with his head down in an awkward angle after a funky block. So that is not what you want to see. Vander Esch is obviously a massive, massive part of this Cowboys defense. And
Yep.
he would be a big loss for them. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully they're doing better, but it's just not been a good night for Dallas at all.
Nope.
And that is going to be
they're
the second one-play touchdown drive off of a turnover. I think, was that one off of it? There's a one-play touchdown drive to Kittle earlier. I can't remember if that was a turnover or not. That may have been a...
There are so many turnovers.
I don't know. So many turnovers,
Yeah.
so many putts, so many everything. I'd have to check the play-by-play, but it's the second one-play touchdown drive of the game for the 49ers. It's just been ruthless efficiency from them. It's been the lack of that for Dallas in offense. It's been ruthless inefficiency taken to a whole new level. Like I said, I think it's more on San Francisco's defense playing really well than it is on Dallas not playing well. Obviously, Dak's missed a couple throws. Players have dropped a couple balls, but overall, San Francisco has done exactly what they have needed to do to make life hell for the Cowboys.
You took the words out of my mouth. I mean, there's not much to say, really. It's just, it's not even bad Cowboys play. It's not even bad Cowboys play. It's just good 49ers play. Now, obviously, there's a couple of screw ups here and there. I won't lie to you, but jeez, are the 49ers in their bag? They are playing like a Super Bowl team, and they are most certainly still number one.
Absolutely. This just kind of re-solidifies who everyone thought San Francisco was. And Dallas going to drop to 3-2. 2 games behind Philadelphia, who are 5-0. 5 games into the season. It's not what Dallas were hoping. They were looking to try and win the NFC East. But the way things are going so far, I think the Eagles are going to break the streak of different winners of the division this year. That's the way it's looking early on.
Yeah.
For the last Lord knows how many years. It's something like 20. No team has won the NFC East back-to-back. It's always been a different division winner every year from the previous year. Philadelphia's probably going to break that this year, just the way they're playing. As we're back, Vander Esch is off the field and will line up for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick for Moody. Right down the middle, yet again. And that'll make it 42-10. San Francisco over Dallas. Woof. Just woof.
Yeah. Duh. Oh, sweet. Another mid graphic. How lovely. Shall we subject ourselves to more pain?
Brock Purdy licensed to drive. What am I looking at?
Vegas, I don't know. I think we're looking at hell. I think we're looking at the eighth circle of hell.
What is this?
This makes me want to go back to Dak Prescott's graphic.
What am I looking at? Bro, they just got a cardboard cutout of Brock Purdy driving a Toyota around a weird, windy downhill road in San Francisco with stats displaying after they showed a graphic of the same cardboard cutout in a DMV. You can't make this stuff up. But unless you're the ESPN crew, ESPN has definitely been known for some funky animations.
Oh yeah.
As that kickoff will go out for a touchback, and Dallas is going to start with the ball at their own 25-yard line. Brett Favre, yay. At this point, it just feels like we're going to have to sit here and find ways to keep ourselves entertained.
I'm about to say,
for the final 14 minutes
Rock,
of this game, as that handoff will go to Pollard, and he'll barrel forward for about 6 or 7 yards, look closer to 6. We'll see where they give him the spot.
I had more fun with Vegas in the car with me doing a play-by-play of the Denver-Washington game than this.
we were in the car together, and we didn't have a way of watching the game, but like we saw that they were lining up for it was late in the game and they were trying to make a push, and then we saw they got to the 50. It's like, oh wow, they got to the 50-yard line and got out of bounds. Like, we were looking at the play-by-play on ESPN while in the car driving. And I say, before it happens, I say, if they get this Hail Mary and don't get the 2-point conversion, that would be the funniest thing ever. And then they get the Hail Mary, and we start going crazy. And then they miss the 2-point conversion, and it was it was hilarious. It was fun.
Good
That was a good day. Good Prescott, Lord. Shotgun, intercepted yet again. An ill-advised throw. Third of the day, and now Prescott's just trying to do too much. Those last 2 interceptions from Prescott, he's just trying to do way too much and hurting his team. Reminds me of a little Mac Jones from last week.
Oh, really? A little bit of Mac Jones, huh?
Yeah. Oh, my God. You're actually going to see me do a little bit of a scrolly scroll here. Just to see. Does it even show who got the pick? No. Why would it not show interceptions? That's annoying. I never saw the nameplate. I'm still learning the names of everybody. Unfortunately, this little annoying thing called college takes precedent over actually trying to do all the research I need to for every little thing.
I get it, man.
Yeah, college. It's a wonderful thing.
Oh, it's so great, isn't it? Oh, boy, I'm so excited.
Oh, I gotta scroll down one. There we go. That's the right alignment, I think. Yeah, that should be the right alignment. Yeah, I kind of set the windows up in a specific way on OBS, so little bit behind the scenes. So, and and for those of you who are wondering, I am going to flash this now on, this is my control panel that I use, so I click one of these buttons and it does changes to the scoreboard. That is a Python program that I wrote. And a little behind the scenes, basically everything is me. Like, I do all the graphics and all the editing, mostly because I want to. Like, that's not a knock on T-Bone. One, he doesn't want to as much, and I do. Like, I really, really enjoy it. And two, we both agree that the overall product would be better if I did most of that stuff. And I have a lot of fun with it. Like, a big reason why I do it is because it's a lot of fun make these graphics and come up with this stuff and do all these things. Like, writing the program for this, to do this whole streaming thing, was lots of fun. And I've instead of I can just pick any two teams, home, away, boom, ready to go in 30 seconds. You know? And it's a lot of fun for me to do all that stuff. I've definitely taken a bit of a lead role on this whole project, but it's been a lot of fun.
Now, I will say this, dear viewers. Vegas won't admit this, but he is a little bit of a diva when it comes to stylistic choices. So sometimes it's just better to not have the argument and to just let him have his way. So just a little behind the scenes with that.
It's not a big deal. I mean, I know I am, but like, I'm
self-admitted.
Yeah, I'm not gonna pretend that I'm not, like, but
Wow.
my brain is very visually oriented, and things being aesthetically good from a visual perspective is important to me. You know, and
so I'm not going to go as far to say that it's his way or the highway, but well,
I do always like send him stuff like, hey, what are your thoughts on this? I do get his feedback. So it's not like it's all one-sided. It's like usually I make something and be like, oh, here's what I've done. What are your thoughts? And it's usually been pretty positive. So we got a pretty good aesthetic going. I've made a couple of little changes.
Oh, yeah.
As the season's gone on, but does that look like Mason got a run for 4, and they've kind of got Mason in there? I don't know what that was. I don't know who 82 is. It's a backup, but I don't know how that wasn't a false starter if they're just passing it off as kind of a funky motion. But Mason gonna run up the middle for a first down. Nice run there.
Yep.
So the other thing also is I don't know how much T-Bone would enjoy doing all of that stuff.
It is very fortuitous that Vegas enjoys this stuff, because I'd want to blow my brains out if I was in charge of it.
Yeah. Sam Darnold is in the game for San Francisco, by the way. Mason handoff dropped for a loss of 4. So it'll bring up 2nd and 14. Curse on the tackle. At this point, I don't know why Dallas still has starters in. They should know from last week in New England that keeping your starters in ain't a good idea. You know, it's not like Matthew Judon's going to be out for till December or anything like that, because we kept him in a game that was very much over.
I don't think I see Lance with an iPad, but I don't know if he'll. Oh, I'm seeing Cooper Rush getting a little warm up in. So
it's probably going to be Rush, Lance's third string.
But
Davis Price getting some action. Davis Price with the run. That'll be 3 yards, it looks like. You can see Purdy and Lance catching up before the game. So, yeah. Lance on the iPod, I doubt he's doing much.
Yeah.
Probably just talking to people and whatnot.
Yeah, probably.
3rd and 12 here for San Francisco. Cooper Rush does have his helmet on. He looks like he's warming his arm up a little bit. So we'll see what happens as Sam Darnold in the shotgun. Mason to his right. That's going to be a false start penalty on the right tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down and 17. Now, honestly, if I'm San Francisco, if I get even a couple yards here, I know it's going to be close to a 60-yard field goal. From here, it'd be probably closer to 65. But I know it's going to be like a 60-yard field goal, but I'd let Jake Moody have a shot at it, because you literally have nothing to lose. And it's like gives him an opportunity to hone his craft in-game as a screenplay thrown and hit after a gain of only 1. And so
no, I completely agree with you on the kicking
it'll be
aspect.
4th down.
I mean, really, why not?
This will be a 63-yarder. I think I wouldn't be surprised if Moody is talking up Shanahan's ear right now, like, hey, let me have a crack at it just because. I expect San Francisco to punt, though, from here. It'd be 63, like I said, and that's not an easy kick for anybody. And it does look like they are lined up to punt the ball away with 9 minutes left here in the fourth quarter. I would love to see a field goal attempt. I'm not going to lie. I think it'd be cool, but you understand the decision here.
Yep. No, I don't blame the punt.
Ball
especially with
away.
that nice little...
Good punt, bounced inside the 5 and caught at the 1. Brilliant job by the San Francisco special teams unit.
Wow. Good Lord, that's great. Deuce Vaughn is taking a deuce in his pants.
Sorry. What is happening to Deuce Vaughn?
Good. He's the little like 5'5" running back.
He's the third string running back for Dallas. I know that much, but what is you just
Well, he was the returner and he didn't do anything.
Oh, I didn't see that. I mean, the ball, there was no reason to. The ball bounced at the 3, like, it went way over his head.
Yeah.
And he, like, letting the ball bounce at the 3 is the right move. So, you know, like, that's not on him. That's just excellent job by the coverage team. Alrighty, Fantasy, how we looking?
Yeah. Me too, bud. Me too.
Great. He also has the San Francisco defense, so they're now running the score up. I need Josh Jacobs and Romeo Doubs to overcome a 16-point lead while he's got Jordan Love at quarterback. So basically, I just need Josh Jacobs to suck and Jordan Love to throw a bunch of picks, but also throw to Doubs a bunch.
Yeah.
So, Burrow actually scored more points than Cousins for once in his life. Unfortunately, started the Philly D. If I started the New Orleans D, it'd be a tie game, basically. I'd be down by 1. I also benched Dalton Schultz in favor of George Kittle. Actually, that was the right decision. I benched Dalton Schultz in another league because I had TJ Hawk. I had Hawkinson and Schultz in another league. Oh, not Schultz. Shoot, whoever the Eagles guy is.
Oh, Goddard.
Goddard, yes. Sorry, too many like tight ends who all feel like have the same vibe. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean, dude.
Yeah. So, I started Hawkinson over Goddard, and Hawkinson sucked, and Goddard popped up. So that was lovely. I mean, I got blown out in that one anyway, but yeah. I mean, normally during these commercial breaks, we'd be giving game analysis, but, like, the game's kind of over at this point. We'd just be repeating ourselves. So at this point, we're just, we're going to chill. We're going to hang out. We're going to enjoy ourselves. We're not going to go too crazy. Don't need to talk ourselves to death with meaningless redundancies. Dallas starting with the ball at their own run. Cooper Rush is in the game. And this ball is going to get handed off and stuffed very close. They might have a safety. They're going to say he got out of the end zone. That is very close. He just showed a linebacker on the sideline doing a little, so close. The little, like, the pointer finger and thumb finger. It's like that much.
Yep.
And so it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for Dallas. Dowdle in the backfield. Rush in the shotgun. Rush drops back. Quick throw. Right side. It is caught by Gallup for a gain of about 7. It'll bring up 3rd down and 3 here. 8 minutes to go in the game.
So looking at the upcoming schedule for the next 5 games, San Fran has the Browns, the Vikings, the Bengals, a bye week, and the Jags. I can see them going 10-0.
Very easily. If the Bengals get their act together by then, Could be interesting. Bengals had a solid performance today. Joe Burrow looking better. Obviously, Cardinals aren't the best team in the world, but not the worst team in the world either, which is weird to say. And
Now let me ask you the question.
it's going to be Cardinals or Patriots, isn't it?
Let me ask you the fated question.
If you say Cardinals or Patriots.
Vegas. Do you think the San Francisco 49ers could go undefeated?
That is going to be a tough task for anyone. Alrighty, see, I'm going to real quick look their schedule up.
Yep. Go ahead.
Vaughn run on first down and gain of maybe half a yard. Not a lot there.
It looks like Dak. Good Lord.
Alrighty, so they got the Browns. I think they probably win that one. Vikings is a win. Bengals, a probable win, but it depends on how Cincinnati is playing by then. I don't know what the story with Joe Burrow's injury is. Like I said, they look better today as this handoff goes to Dowdle for maybe 3 yards. I think the refs at this point are kind of being generous with the spots just to make Dallas feel better. Then you got Jacksonville, which Jacksonville have not been playing nearly as well as people expected. And good win over Buffalo today, but that really was ugly. Like, really, really, really ugly. Lots and lots of fumbles for both teams, and neither team looked great, to be honest. That game was more the Jaguars sucked a little less than the Bills, but still a win. Buffalo's been highly inconsistent. Buccaneers is going to be an interesting game. I think that's going to be a tough test for Tampa Bay, but I think 49ers should have be the favorites for that one as Cooper Rush is sacked here on 3rd and 6, so that'll bring up 4th and 1,000,000. 49ers Seahawks, that's going to be an interesting one. That'll be in Seattle. Obviously, they're going to play the Seahawks twice. So, and the Seahawks are a good football team and more than capable of beating the 49ers. Then they have the Eagles in Philadelphia. Now, that's going to be the game.
That will be the game
answer
of games.
A lot of questions. That's game of the season in my book. Please tell me that's... Why is that? They better flex that into prime time. They better flex it into prime time as McLeod gets a nice return out to the 46-yard line. And so San Francisco will take over again. After that, you got Seahawks, Eagles, Seahawks, which is rough. Then you got Cardinals. Then you got Ravens. Then you got Commanders. Then you got Rams. So do I think they can do it? Yes. Do I think they will do it? No. I currently think the San Francisco 49ers will most likely finish with a 14-3 record and the number 1 overall seed in the NFC. I think the Eagles will probably win 12 or 13 games.
What games do you think the 49ers lose?
I'm going to tell you the games that they can lose because,
okay.
Or that I think that the ones that they will lose, they probably lose. Because here's the thing, not every team's going to play perfectly each week. That includes the 49ers. Nice little run there by Davis Price for a gain of about 13.
Yep.
And a first down. Anyway, as you know at the NFL, not every team brings their A game each week. And some teams have weird fluke games where they just decide, we're going to be really, really good now. There's going to be overlap between those. And so good teams like San Francisco will lose sometimes. Like, I can see the Bengals beating them if the Bengals have started to figure it out by then. I can see the Jags beating them if the Jags have started beating out like them, but less likely.
Okay.
I can see the Buccaneers maybe. Like I said, that's going to require Tampa Bay having a really, really good game and San Francisco not playing as well. And something that I'm going to give San Francisco a lot of credit for that the Eagles have struggled with, the San Francisco 49ers do not play down to bad opponents. If they play a team that is not good, they play like they're playing a team like the Eagles or the Chiefs. They're going to bring their A game and act like it's a good team, even if it's not. The Eagles, one of their problems this year, it's why they've been so inconsistent, is that they have played down to opponents. And so that's caused some questions to be asked, 49ers haven't done
Yeah.
that yet, and it's really nice to see as we do have an injured Cowboy. It's Donovan Wilson. We're hoping he's doing all right, but he is being helped off the field. Let's see, what's the replay here? Oh, yep. A San Francisco lineman fell on him and twisted his ankle. That is an ugly, ugly play. We hope he's doing okay. And then Bucks maybe. Seahawks are definitely, especially since in division games are always just weird. That's just how it is. Now, I will say the NFC West is probably the case, probably where this is the least the case.
Yeah.
Out of all the divisions in the NFL, this is less of a reality, the least of a reality, but it still is a reality no matter what. Division games are just weird. Now, the one where it's the most reality, AFC North. AFC North all day. I can never explain. You can never explain any game that happens between two AFC North teams. Like the Pittsburgh Steelers today. What a weird game. Anyway, Eagles, definitely a game that they could lose. That's going to be a game of clash of titans. That's going to be a fun one. Cardinals, I don't see them losing.
Yep.
Ravens is a game that they definitely can lose, but that's going to depend entirely on Baltimore. Are they healthy? Are they still healthy? Enough, I guess, because they're never going to be fully healthy ever because of the Ravens. But are the Ravens going to be healthy enough, and are they going to still be playing well enough by that point in the season? Because, again, you just never know with Baltimore. Like, they the last couple of years, it's always been good start to the year, injuries, fizzle out. Maybe slip into the playoffs, but then lose in the first round. That's just been Baltimore. Like, Baltimore, and even on a bad day, Baltimore can still win. Like, even against good teams, Baltimore can always beat good teams. But they can also lose to bad teams sometimes. So, like, Baltimore's a real wild card. But I think they can lose that one if Baltimore is playing adequate football at that point in the season. The Commanders is kind of a weird one. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think that's one where there is a little bit of a possibility there that Washington finds a way because they're the Commanders. They'll barely lose to the Eagles one week and then get blown out by the Bears the next week. So who knows? Maybe they'll upset the 49ers just because they're the Commanders and they want to be as inconsistent as possible. And then I also think it's possible that they could lose to the Rams the last week of the season, especially if at that point they've locked up the number 1 overall seed and want to rest starters. I can see that happening.
I had a dream that Ron Rivera was fired by the Commanders.
They need to fire him. He's not doing well.
What? What's wrong with you, dude?
That's objectively the case, and 49ers going to get 4th and 7 here after that handoff goes nowhere.
Don't hate on Riverboat Ron.
Hey, look, man, Ron had his moment, but, like, it's time. I can see him in a front office position, maybe, but as a coach, it's over.
Consecutive 30-point losses for the first time since 1970.
For New England, are you really trying to... you trying to poke the bear?
No, Vegas. I'm the bear. You're a...
Oh, are you talking about Carolina?
No, it's
New England.
It is New England. I'm saying I'm the bear. I just said because I just saw some absolute glazing online about Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, yay. Oh, yeah, another
lovely
thing, we are not a fan of people just overhyping. Like, Mahomes is a good player and everything, but, like, shut up, please. He's not Tom Brady. Like, let him win a few more championships before you even put him on Montana, for crying out loud.
First, they said that Mahomes is the first player before age 30 to beat 31 NFL teams.
First starting quarterback before age 30.
There you go.
Okay. So.
I don't care. I know I never said Mahomes was bad. I think he's great. He's the
No,
greatest
Mahomes is the best quarterback in the
league
NFL right now, but Lord have mercy, people treat him like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ in a very annoying way.
And he's
And
not. He's just not.
4th and 7, 49ers going to elect to go for it, and, well, that pitch goes absolutely nowhere. In fact, it goes backwards. So a minute 54 to go here, and I honestly think Dallas just got to knee this one out.
I think that'd be smart.
They'll take over at the 45-yard line. Both teams have conceded that this game is over.
You got Cooper Rush and Sam Darnold. Just end the damn game.
I mean,
you know he sees ghosts.
Who does? Sam Darnold?
Have you never seen that before?
No, I don't see. I don't know. I don't always see everything you see.
You're not with you being on Twitter as much as you are. You're not even in like I am. No, there's a clip from him with his time on the Jets. I think it's his rookie year, and he's just sitting next to some random player, and he goes, I see ghosts sometimes. And you can absolutely see the player next to him get really uncomfortable and want to move away from him.
That sounds amazing.
Up, getting a little chippy, getting a little chippy on with the 49ers.
Oh, I would need a penalty at this point in the game.
You're down 32. Just knee the flipping ball.
No, they chose to run it.
I know. I'm hoping now they want to.
Grammar Nazi!
CD Lamb and Michael Parsons are collaborating on how they want to hold out.
Hey, y'all want to come to New England, please? Maybe just pretty please, just pretty please, and maybe bring an offensive tackle with you, please.
Bro,
Oh,
Lamb and Parsons do not look pleased at all.
I don't blame them.
Who are they going to blame though? That's the real thing.
I mean, the issue is the offense. The offensive line was a big problem for Dallas today. I'm actually noticing a theme. Last year's theme in the NFL was coaching. This year's theme in the NFL is offensive line so far.
Yes.
The Panthers' offensive line been Actually, here, you know what? I'm gonna pull up a statistic that I saw earlier today. Okay, y'all ready for this? I'm gonna pull up a stat that I saw earlier today. This is going to really hammer this whole point home.
I would love for you to do so.
Let's see. Where'd I send this? Shoot. Where? Oh, is this it? Here we go. Alrighty, so earlier today, Sam Orlowitz, hopefully I got that correctly, tweeted this out, and like I said, this is going to hammer my point home perfectly. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that the 6 most underperforming quarterbacks right now are Daniel Jones, Kenny Pickett, Bryce Young, Mac Jones, Joe Burrow, and Justin Fields.
Okay.
Who are the worst 6 O-lines in football right now? The
Panthers.
Giants, the Steelers, the Panthers, the Patriots, the Bengals, and the Bears.
Yep.
Interesting. ... That's the tweet. Dallas actually going to finally knee this one out. So this game is now going to officially be over. Thank the Lord. So normally we'd provide a post-game analysis, but our post-game analysis basically, San Francisco did like everything right. Dallas's defense tried, but their offense gave them no help, and it just didn't go well. I mean, offensive line battle. Dallas's offensive line. Why? Raf, what are you doing to the clock? Just let it run out. They just put 10 seconds on the clock. Why?
That might actually be the most...
Bro.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can say the R word. Really, really, freaking.
No, we say retarded on this channel.
Really freaking rupid, I should say.
We say retarded on this channel.
15 straight regular season wins, ties longest streak in team history.
Oh, Dallas kneeled it. It was 4th down, and Dallas kneeled it. That's why they stopped the clock.
Good Lord.
Oh, my God. Anyway, yeah, so 6 worst O-lines in the NFL right now also have the 6 most underperforming quarterbacks.
Yep.
As Darnold will knee it out here and finally end this game. 6 most underperforming quarterbacks, 6 worst O-lines. That means something. The Panthers' offense has struggled largely because of its O-line. New England Patriots, the bulk of their offensive struggles have come from issues with the offensive line. Giants got eaten alive by the Seahawks. I watched that game. It was bad. They got annihilated. Daniel Jones didn't even have an opportunity to absolutely suck because he was getting sacked constantly. So, and then they actually gave him a chance and got a pick 6 off it. Maybe they should have given him more chances to suck. They would have got more defensive touchdowns.
Maybe so. Maybe so.
As that will officially do it here.
I'll do it.
Final score, San Francisco 42, Dallas 10. But yeah, another thing, Cincinnati's offensive line hadn't been good. It hadn't. Bears' offensive line hadn't been good and hadn't. There's definitely been some issues with Burrow taking sacks. I don't think that's helped his injury situation. Fields is getting sacked a lot, you know. Pickett's not having a lot of love either. And again, it's all O-lines that are struggling, you know? And the Steelers definitely upset. They drafted an offensive lineman with New England's pick, by the way. Traded up, screwed the Jets out of getting him, and then he ended up sucking. He's not having a good... I can't remember who the guy's name... I think it was Broderick Jones was the guy, and he's not had a good rookie year. The offensive line's been an issue for Pittsburgh, and, well, Pittsburgh find weird ways to win football games that they never, ever in a million years ever deserve to win. Or they just like, hey, y'all, do you mind choking against us while we do absolutely nothing? The other team was like, happy to oblige. See the Ravens today having 9 drops. 9 drops. Weeks 1 through 4, 0 drops. They and the 49ers were the only 2 teams without a drop. 9 drops for the Ravens, and it cost them the game. So.
Good Lord.
As the Yinzers like to say, Steelers go Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Literally.
Okay. With that, I am taking my leave.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good place to end it. So, that is going to do it for us today. Thank you all so very much for watching. Please be sure to hit the like button. Please be sure to subscribe. And we'll see y'all hopefully tomorrow with the Patriots.